Hello everyone! Oh, hopefully the microphone isn't acting up. Every time I move it, it's on a boom arm, so I have to raise it up and put it behind me. Hello! Oh, what did I see yesterday? It wouldn't be a YouTube stream without audio issues, right? that's one of those things. How's everyone doing? Oh Lord. This is I was wanting, so I was kind of planning on maybe going to the Renaissance Fair this weekend, but it's kind of thunderstorms all weekend, so I don't think that's gonna happen this year, so I apologize for that. Hello Mary Ashmead, hello everybody. MK Ultra says I may have to leave early. I am going to introduce some humans to the awesomeness that is Deep Rising 20th Anniversary Blu-ray. Oh, that's cool. Hello Darwin James, hello Michael. Wow, a lot of people just showing up for an impromptu Saturday stream here. Alright, I gotta make sure that's off, so that's not gonna bleep notifications at me. Alright. It's crackling home slice. Not a lot. So I don't know if you guys can see. I got the glaive. We got the glaive in the mail. It's actually pretty big. I did tweet a picture out. Can you see it? I don't know if you guys can see it. There. It does have little red stones. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It's longer than I anticipated. It's bigger than I anticipated. So because of how big and nice this one is, I might go through and get the I might get the puzzle box too. The same seller was making puzzle boxes. It looked bigger in the picture. Well, I had it on my hand. It's actually not tiny. Usually when you see one of these little necklaces, they're like a little speck. So yeah, hello men, a few words. Impromptu streams are always the best. I saw it online at school. All hail Mecca. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out and showing up just for a little nothing stream like this. I don't... Like, I kind of feel bad because I was wanting to go through and do the Renaissance Fair and stream from the phone and stuff, but it was not going to happen. So, like, to wander around in like 80 degrees with 100% humidity and a 50% or higher chance of thunderstorms wasn't gonna happen. So I'm so sorry. The elusive Mr. Miles is here. Hello, Mr. Miles. How long are you gonna keep the crawl necklace? I don't know, probably forever. It'll just hang out in my jewelry box. I still have my Z-Rock dog tags. So, if anyone remembers Z-Rock, is it gold? No, it's golden. Do you get jousting? They have jousting at the Renaissance Fair. Alright, I'm gonna just make it a little higher up, because I think it's gonna flip-flop if I keep doing this. If I keep messing with it, so I'll just pull it back a bit. Trying to get it in frame, and it doesn't want to, like, it doesn't want to stay in frame. And yes, I'm wearing black under this. The glaive necklace looks nice. Thank you. Planning on ripping into Discovery today. I always love when you blast Discovery out of the water. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, I mean, we do have this image. This lovely image of Mikey fucking Spock trying to shoot herself in the face because she's an idiot and doesn't know how to hold a prop. See, this is why I say she's a bad actress and doesn't know anything about Star Trek. She doesn't even know how to hold a fucking phaser. But that ain't a crawl necklace. It is a crawl necklace. It is the glaive. The glaive is definitely gravitating boo forwards out of frame. Yeah. So what did you think of my rant? I saw, well, I commented on the one about Discovery, how you're like, no, she's not a captain. And I did comment. Hopefully my comment showed up. I know sometimes when like YouTubers with a certain number of subscribers comment, it goes straight to my YouTube creator and I don't see it in my notifications. So Mikey Spock is a joke. Yeah, Mikey Spock is such a joke. Do I even have that image? Oh yeah. Well, I have this one. That image, it's not very clear. I think I just ended up, that's a Terminator. Yeah, I think I just ended up using a screen grab. Because that's not a very clear image, but, you know. I don't even want that on my screen. I really don't even want that on my screen. The Burnham pick killed a few of my brain cells. I know. Surprised Doomcock hasn't blown up over that image. Okay, so from what I've heard, he stayed off of YouTube all day yesterday. I don't think he's seen it. I did make sure to warn him, and I said, okay, don't watch my video. If you're in a good mood, don't watch my video. It will just trigger you. It'll piss you off. So, I don't think he's going to be happy about that image. I don't think so. Love your necklace. I can't wear anything but silver or white gold. I get a rash. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of concerned. I didn't get anything yesterday, but I didn't have it against my skin. So we'll see. Normally I'm so allergic to everything too, but we'll see. It hasn't turned my skin green yet. Mikey Spock pointing the phaser at herself is a perfect meme for STD. I know. Well, I even took video of it. Like, I don't... Okay, if I show you guys the video... without really showing you the video. Let me see if I can play you. It's actually in the episode. So this won't, like, if I hold it sideways enough, it won't. It's actually in the episode. It's coming up here. So she's fighting and fighting, right? They're fighting, and she picks up the gun, right here. She picks it up, points it at herself, picks it up again, and it's the right way. Like, seriously? I put that on Twitter. People are like, oh, it's photoshopped, it's this or that. No, it's not. It actually is a thing that actually happened. And if CBS copyright strikes me for that, that is 100% fair use on commentary. That is less than 30 seconds of a clip has no sound. And yeah, that is for review purposes of sloppy editing. My review is that show is edited and directed like shit. Nobody pays attention. Yeah, it's jerky. It's jarring. She picks up the gun twice. Like, why didn't they, as an editor, chop 1 or 2 frames out of that? Why didn't they go from her picking up the gun to already having it up? I don't know why they did that. The picture made me so mad. Oh, there's so many pictures that made me mad. Michelle Yeoh was the only good part about STD, even though she wasn't even that good. I didn't even think she was that good, to be honest. Michelle Yeoh can't, like... Not only that, she had, like, some pretty fucking racist comments against Saru. Like, regular Giorgio was racist against Saru. She's like, oh, he's just a Kelpian. That's how they are. Excuse me? You're just an Asian. That's how you are. Fucking bitch. I can say that because I'm half Asian, for all you know. Actually, I think we're all made up of some sort of race, but I'm not, though. Did the tablet get permission from CBS to show Star Trek image on screen? I don't know. And if they're gonna fucking piss me off about it, then you know, if they're gonna come after me, fucking bring it. Bring it. You guys know you have shit product out there, and I'm calling you on it, and that is 100% for review purposes. That is 100%. I mean, it's not like I make any ad revenue on my videos anyway. That's kind of the biggest thing. If they want to copyright claim me on the stream, go right ahead. You know, I used a little bit of footage, but you know what? That is technically 100% fair use. That is a criticism of the editing. That is a review of the shit poor attention to detail in editing, so... Hi, wow, looking good. Hello, Sav. Welcome. Hey, Puddins. 90 Lancaster says. Oh, I saw a message retracted. Earthlings, am I right or what? I know. Just humans. Fucking line out of her, man. How did they allow such stupid shit lines? It's like if they said that about Vulcan. I mean, Vulcans are a little racist against humans. Vulcans are a little racist against humans, but the Federation is supposed to be better than that. And they're not. I hate that the Federation in Star Trek Discovery is a bunch of fucking assholes. They're made up of people who are okay to commit genocide at the drop of a hat for no reason. Just because, what, one Klingon ship has cloaks that it shouldn't have? Those guys aren't even fucking Klingons. Like, seriously. And they can also detect them as they come into... They can already detect their cloaks, but they figure out a way how to detect the cloaks that they've already been able to detect. It's bullshit. It's such bullshit writing and storytelling. I hate everything about Discovery, in case you guys didn't know. I really hate it. Wait, shouldn't Paramount sue CBS for using Kirk in the Kelvin timeline? Exactly. Like, they're so all over the place with, like, their rights and all their shit. Like, they don't understand anything. They don't know... Oh. Like you got one person saying one thing, one person saying another. So I'm kind of expecting to get tagged on some of that, or to get claimed at the very least. But you know, I use still shots, I use images for a reason, because that is, you know, for review purposes. My review of these shows I don't know. Pal for the Binary Stars is an inside job. Hi there, does Hank Marvin Hank, or does Hank Marvin? I don't know. Does he? I have no idea. And hello, Mike Perry. She is so horrible in STD, Mary Ashmead says. I hated her when she came on to The Walking Dead 2, back before it started sucking. That was about when Walking Dead started sucking for me. Right around the prison was when I was, like, really not paying a lot of attention to it. But I don't know. I think it's just me. I just have trouble watching shows anymore. I like listening to shows. I like listening to, like, the live streams and the podcasts. And I like a lot of YouTube channels. Even Doomcock is very more audio heavy than visuals. When he has visuals, they're very important, and he doesn't bombard the screen with a bunch of shit that doesn't need to be there. You know, he will use an image for effect and for impact, and you know, like that's all he really needs to do, and it's amazing how he can do that. So that's why he's one of my favorite. He is my favorite YouTuber. So. STD is cultural blasphemy. It is. They're culturally appropriating our Star Trek. Like, I'm to the point where I'm muting Star Trek actors on Twitter. I don't want to hear what you guys have to say. I don't want to hear how wonderful Mikey fucking Spock is. She's not. Michael Burnham's a shit character. I've had to mute so many people who just don't get that Discovery is terrible. I don't understand how they think it's good. Was the Burnham actress important in Walking Dead? I don't remember. Well, Stedman is subscribed. Thank you for being a brand new subscriber. And greetings, my excellent friends. Yeah, if you guys have your subscriptions set to public, they will pop up while I'm live anyway. Or making a video, because sometimes that happens where I'm making a video and I'll forget to turn my notifications off because I'm dumb. Speaking of copyright strikes, what was the song that Doomcock sang? He was singing... God, I was kind of... I was kind of drinky that night, so I don't remember a lot of that stream. I was a bit tipsy that night. I remember him singing "Make Someone Happy." I don't remember what the other song. He sang like 2 songs. I think he sang something from Chinatown as well. I want to say he sang like 2 songs, really spot on. So she ended up crazy and a zombie. Yes, ring my bell. Yes, you can ring my bell any day. I don't know. Ringing the notification bell is definitely going to work. Hello, I'm new to this chat from Wales. What are the topics? Oh, hello, Terminator. So our topics today, we've basically been talking about this image. Trigger warning, this is absolutely disgusting. We've been talking a little bit about this image still. Which I did kind of a rant, and I called Michael Burnham a cunt a few times in that. Yeah, what other stuff do we talk about? There's the whole Rian Johnson's trilogy is actually canceled. This just hush hush. Is that what Ethan's been saying? I know Ethan has more. I think he has like an inside source about that, but I haven't. I haven't really had a chance to watch a lot of his videos. I know he's got like the pie meme thing going. Hello, Retro Resolution. Do they copyright strike if there's no ads or money attached? Well, there's a difference. A lot of people don't know the difference between a strike and a claim. A claim just means they take your revenue. And sometimes they will go out of their way and block you or block the video from airing, so you can like remove it. And you can remove the video and they don't do anything. So that's one of the things that they can do. The other thing is a strike if you are threatening people. This is why I never say anything. This is why I never say like I'm going to punch somebody in the face or something. Or at least I try not to. I try not to make like threats of violence and stuff. And anything I say about like Star Trek Discovery is the characters. I don't care about the actress. I don't think she's very good. She's so insignificant. My biggest problem is I have to see her every second of screen time. There is no levity from her, hardly. The only levity was the first Harry Mudd episode where they decide whatever ship that was a prison ship, a G7 battle cruiser, and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I died laughing and you called her a C. Yeah, sometimes I get in moods. I think it might be like the weather affecting me. It's so muggy and humid, and I'm just kind of waiting for fall. Nothing ever really gets canceled in Hollywood. It just goes into pre-production hell. Yeah, and I think that's going to be the case with Rian Johnson's trilogy. I don't think it's canceled officially because that's bad for stockholders. That's bad for Disney investors and stockholders. So I think they're just going to quietly, discreetly forget about it for, you know, indefinitely, for eternity. World Explorer, I have some big news for you. Oh no, there's big news. Xavier Gamer says, hi Random, pretty much feel the same about STD, but I'm trying to find at least one single aspect of STD that I like. And I think I can say I enjoyed Mud, just Mud. I didn't hate his character. He was a little bit more sociopathic than he is in Star Trek. But the Discovery version of Mud wasn't terrible. It was their choices that were terrible. I mean, he literally killed Lorca over and over again. He killed, people with those giant space death gobstoppers. And yeah, like, he didn't know how many loops he had. He didn't know how many which time would be the last. So if he's going around the ship murdering people, he could very well murder, and he also was going to sell the ship over to the Klingons, which was, treason. It's treason. So, they should not have just given him a slap on the wrist and said, oh, go back to your bitch wife, who really honestly seemed pretty sweet. She seemed pretty nice, but when I heard D7 on STD, I saw it, yes. Jaruku just subscribed. Thank you for being a subscriber. They ripped them off from Mass Effect. The STD uniforms are okay. Well, the STD uniforms look exactly like the game Tardigrades, in my opinion. They look so similar. They look more like Tardigrades than they do Star Trek. That's not a moon. That's a space death gobber. No, well, the little purple death gobstoppers, I can probably find a picture of it. I don't want to take a whole long time for you guys, but I'm sure I can find a picture of the space death gobstopper here. Have you seen the page that says STD ripping off Mass Effect? No, I haven't, but I do know that STD ripped off quite a lot of tardigrades. And I know Mass Effect definitely ripped off quite a lot of what is it? Babylon 5. I think it ripped off quite a lot of Babylon 5. All right. Oh, that's the live long and suck it picture. That's another stupid one. I'm trying to find the exact space or the death gobstopper moment. Gobstopper! All right, here's the gobstopper of death that I actually kind of think is amusing. I'll put the picture up here. So you got Harry Mudd and his little stupid gobstoppers. Because Lorca just happens to have all these deadly things. I don't know, can you guys see it? Well, I'm big in it. There! So you've got the space gobstopper that just kind of makes you scream terrified and panicked, right? But at the same time, it doesn't look like it hurt that much, right? It really doesn't look like it hurt Ash very much. He's fine. Yeah, like seriously, look at Ash here. I don't know if you can even see this, if this is even showing up. I'm grabbing the wrong thing, and I'm moving them around. Yeah, he's like, it's okay, it's just a flesh wound, whatever. It's fine, nothing to worry about. Move along here, nothing to see. But this image I really liked. I really liked it when she died. That's a good screensaver here. Mikey Burnham getting destroyed over and over again indefinitely. I like that. I like that part. All right, let me go back and see what you guys are saying. Also, I need to set up my bot here so you guys can have your view time counted, and I might do giveaways. I don't know yet, but we're gonna have the bot connected. We're gonna connect our bot. There. William Shatner is the best ever Kirk. He is. She played Sasha, and her brother was Tyrese in The Walking Dead. See, I don't even remember any of that. I mean, I barely do. Willy Wonka must be pure evil in Mirror Universe. He was kind of evil anyway. I think Willy Wonka was a little evil. He was a little evil, in my opinion. Wait, stop, no, don't, come back. I love it. Remove the plank. Did you guys see Mr. Flibble's video? Mr. Flibble, you have mod access, so you can totally link that. I love that so much. Where I was on the Midnight's Edge podcast. I'm like, gee, somebody should make a video where they insert Mikey Spock dissolving and getting removed from the universe. Because when Riker says remove the plank in, was it Generations? I think it was Generations. Or it might have been First Contact. It was one of the Next Gen movies. Play the guitar for 18 years. I miss it so much. Terminator says, oh, guitar is fun. Did I miss something about guitar? Did I miss your comment? I'm so sorry if I did. So I'm sorry if I can't read everybody's comment. I'm really sorry. Does anyone else expect the coffin to open? Well, it's just a guitar. I mean, if it opens, that'd be kind of cool. I am a bit of I am a bit of a spookophile in a lot of ways. I like a lot of sci-fi, but I also like a lot of spooky stuff. So, I mean, I have a Ouija board on this guitar, and this one it just looks so sexy and red. Though I like that guitar. Generations was awesome. I have a Jack in the Box promotional picture from Star Trek Generations still. Gene Wilder was a bit of an arsehole. The Johnny Depp Willy Wonka was just weird. Well, and that's why I like the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka. I didn't actually see the Johnny Depp one because I didn't want to soil my memory of the good version. Coffin case won't open until next month. Maybe. I mean, I do need to, at some point, take it into a music shop and get it restrung and make sure that the tension's correct and make sure everything's fine. That guitar has actually never had new strings. I finally put new strings on this other acoustic behind me, my Fender, my black Fender. Any Stargate fans? Me. Me. I do have all the Stargate. I love Stargate. It's one of my favorites. But there's the Magic Concert to subscribe. Thank you so much. You guys, we're getting like new subs left and right. Hopefully I'm giving you guys content that you enjoy, and I'm giving you like just vlog style chats. And did somebody shout me out recently? I feel so it's so odd to see the subs go up. Like last night we were at 6,666, which is kind of awesome, and I took a picture of it and I tweeted it out. And today it went, like jumped 20, and I'm like, dude, it only ever jumps 20 when, like, Doomcock shouts me out or something, so. Ever read any of the Stargate Legacy novels? I have not. If they have, like, audiobooks available on YouTube, I might have to check them out. I've been meaning to listen to the Darth Plagueis one at some point, but I've just been obsessed with the band Ghost lately. Like music orgasm obsessed. Like it's so hard to put it. The only way I can put it, when I find a band I'm absolutely in love with musically, it is kind of like the zing at Love at First Sight that they talk about in Hotel Transylvania, which is a stupid kids movie. This is a stupid movie. All three of them are stupid, but they're fun. But that's kind of like that spark of yes, this is a band for me. So I've been like super obsessed with them lately. For fun Halloween music, there's Creature Feature. Oh, I love Creature Feature. Oh my god, the greatest show on earth is one of the best. I do love Creature Feature. They're very, very good. I kind of have a thing for. Well, you know what? Let me go get it. I'm gonna get it. I have a thing for spooky music. Alright. So one of these is supposed to be red vinyl, one's supposed to be green vinyl. I did get both versions because 45 Grave back in like the 80s, they used like pipe organ and stuff. They did like riboflavin flavored non-carbonated polyunsaturated blood is one of their big songs. And yeah, I'm kind of a fan of the like this is one of my favorite bands of all time. Love Typo Negative, love Rocky Erickson. So yeah. For a good cause. Can I say channel support? And please, in return, I'll advertise. Yeah, sure. What is the channel? As long as they're kind of in the same family. As long as they're not like a hate group or something. As long as they're like in the Geeks and Gamers and like that sort of, and the Midnight's Edge families, and because there's so many awesome channels in our family. So. Have you seen the leaked images from the 13th Doctor's TARDIS interior? I have not. You know what? We can talk about that today. That is a good topic. See, this is why I love going live with you guys, because you guys give me so much stuff. 13th Doctor TARDIS. Images for the inside. Oh, ooh. Alright, let me look at an article here. The TARDIS looks very different. Well, the outside looks different too. I'll pull it up on the screen here for you. I'm gonna go put these records away. Real quick. I poked a porg on my way back. I like porgs. They're so cute. October Rust. I saw Typo Negative for the October Rust tour in '96. Cause I'm old. Alright. Yes, Rip Peter Steele. Standing one of the worst sets I've ever seen. Alright. Is it pink? The smarter and hotter Ariel. Ooh, thank you. Smarter and hotter Ariel. I beg to differ, but thank you for the compliment. There's no Doctor Who series 13. I know. It shouldn't be. Well, you're gonna be compared to the Little Mermaid. Hello, Matthew Mann. Yes, rip Doctor Who. Oh Lord. Okay, so what is the interior? Is this the newest one? Let's see. This is from 2017. Is there anything newer? Leaked images. Oh wait, I hit a wrong button because I'm dumb. Interior leaked. There we go. Alright, let me pull it up on the display capture for you. Not the wrong one, on this one. Alright. We're gonna pull it up here. You know what? It would work better. This would absolutely work a lot better if I moved this here. And I did it this way, right? So, no, that's not gonna work. We'll just put it full screen. Do it full screen. I don't know if I can click on that. It's very disco. Absolutely, it's very disco. Is that the only image that they have right here? It's so small, you can't really see it. I don't know. I can probably crop it and then biggen it. The sounds you make don't sound encouraging. I'm sorry. We'll be skipping this one. I'm probably gonna watch it for you guys. So this is series 11. Is this series 11? That's series 11. Right, okay. That's not the right one, is it? I don't know. For season 11. What season is this? Is this it? Okay, 13th Doctor. I don't even know what season we're on. I watch Doctor Who so infrequently. Somebody's YouTube thing. I don't want to. Okay, I don't want to play. Shush! I don't want to play you their YouTube videos. So if this is their picture, I will. Let's see. The Angels have the phone box. I'm so sorry if I'm using your video. Please, everybody, go subscribe to them. I don't own this. I don't own your video, so I'm not gonna play all of it. But we're just gonna look at the image here. And yeah, is that the right image? Looks like a space orc bridge. It looks very reminiscent with all the circles of the first season ever of Doctor Who. Okay, series 11 is the upcoming. All right, yeah, I'm so weird. I'm so weird when it comes to like all of these. Well, you can tell what I've been listening to and watching here. Shit. World Class. Oh, I love World Class. This is stuff I actually watch. I've just been listening to Ghost nonstop lately. Like, I heard it's gonna have crystals. I can't see any. It's well lit. It's not dark. So there's that. It's not dark. I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I don't know. I don't know if I like this or not. I can see good and bad, but I mean, it reminds me so much of the early stuff, which I like. I liked it when the set was like white silver. I really liked the Tom Baker era and the you know, I liked it when it was like white circles. So I did like that. But it looks like a mashup of all the previous Doctors. Yeah, absolutely. And also subscribe to Nerdrotic channel. They're one of our family members in the whole tribunal thing and all that good stuff. Hello, Adjacent Culture. Wishing you a good weekend. Well, thank you for being here. Hello, Alan Sparks. Is that the TARDIS? It looks like it is the new TARDIS. So if I can just shrink this down for you guys here. So can you see that? Is that enough? Hopefully we can see that. I don't want to use her video. I assume it's a woman. I'm assuming your gender. But yeah, please go subscribe to her channel if you know, she seems to know, or him. I didn't hear. I didn't want to. Matt Smith is the best Doctor ever, you think? My favorite was Tom Baker, but I'm old. I'm an old person. I'm an old person. Hopefully the female's not too feminist. Hopefully it's something where she's... I really wish that they're going to just play it as a... oh, really? I hadn't noticed. Or, oh, yeah, that's right. I guess I am a woman. You know, I really hope they play it like that, where she kind of downplays it, where they go back into, like, suffrage movement and or something, or era. You go back to a time when people were actually sexist, and they're like, God, you're a woman. She's like, oh, I guess I am. Anyway, here's how I'm going to save your life. You know, that's the type of thing I want. I want it to be downplayed and ignored for Doctor Who. And hopefully she'll do that. I don't know. I don't want to judge too harshly yet on Doctor Who. I really don't. I don't want to just call SJW. I don't want to do it yet. I can't hate everything yet. You're barely older than me, and I don't remember Tom Baker. I saw him in reruns. My doctor was Sylvester McCoy when I was growing up. He was the current when I was a kid. He was like the current. But Tom Baker was my favorite. And then Peter Davison. I love those two. Better than being a hermaphrodite or transgender. Yeah, that's true. Supposedly there's a new episode in the series that set around Rosa Parks' bus incident. Oh, okay. I mean, hopefully it won't go too political. I mean, it is Doctor Who, so hopefully it won't go super duper political. Not a chance. YouTuber Bowles Track covers this really well. Is that their name? Okay. I don't. God, I just hope it's gonna be something. I love that you love ghosts. They're like misfits who went to prep school. I still have a Misfits poster. I have the same Misfits poster I've had on my wall since I was 15. Oh, plus I've got this one. I don't know if you guys can see this one. Got that one too. Another one I had this one since I was 14. As I completely break my speakers, I knock over everything. I just knock over everything. But I don't know what to think of this. I don't. I don't. I don't know. The David Tennant was enjoyable. The David Tennant era was enjoyable. I was most in love with the show, and Matt Smith was around after he left. My interest in the series tanked almost immediately. Yeah. Call it poor Capaldi, great Doctor with garbage writing. Yeah, I did like Peter Capaldi quite a bit as the Doctor, but the show itself had so many episodes I just couldn't sit through, like the fucking dinosaur. Like, what was it, the Tyrannosaurus in London? I didn't, that one really got me. There's anything with Clara. Clara was such a bitch. Hello, John Hyros. I've never called you Mecca before. Oh, that's okay. Mecca, random, either way. I like Capaldi, but writers sucked. That is true. I no longer watch Doctor Who. Doctor Who really lost me. I mean, it took kind of an effort to sit there and watch and catch up on the series. Yeah, it was one of those things where, like, I had to make time and make sure, like, okay, I'm going to catch up. I'm going to catch up and know what's going on. And when I did, I think I probably passed out during half of the episodes and kill the moon. Oh, God. That was so stupid. That was stupid. That was a stupid episode. Did you like the spin-off of Doctor Who? Which one? The kids one or the porn one? Curl necklace spinning thing. Oh, yeah. This is the curl necklace. This is the curl glaive. The glaive neck. Yeah, get close to the camera. You can see my pores. There. Now it'll focus. That is the glaive. Flatline was a good episode. I don't remember the episode titles. I just remember being annoyed every time Clara was on screen. I hated any episode where it was Clara and Mr. Pink having their icky relationship, because I thought their relationship was so forced and they had no chemistry. And it was just so stupid. It's like she's a teacher for special kids, for dumb kids, for slow kids. And she's there telling the Doctor what's what. Now, I don't know about you guys, but they tend to stick bad teachers with the special kids, from my experience. I don't know if that's 100% the case, but Claire's not interesting. Couldn't beat Amy and Rory. And I wasn't a huge fan of Amy and Rory, to be honest, because I thought Amy was kind of shit and didn't deserve Rory. Because, well, A, she's trying to jump the Doctor's bones, so that's just me. Amy Pond is cute, though. She's easy on the eyes, for sure. It looks very similar to early Doctor Who because she's Peter Davison's real-life daughter. Is she? Is she Peter Davison's real-life daughter? This woman isn't. No, Peter Davison's real-life daughter was on the episode that Doctor Who She married David Tennant in real life, too. She's on the episode where the doctor had a daughter. The doctor's daughter. That one. Dr. Donna. I love Donna as she was my favorite companion of the new series. Donna for sure, because they weren't trying to bone each other. I think that's one thing, because Doctor Who is such a, to me, it feels like such a kid's show in a lot of ways, or like an all ages. It's like Star Wars or Star Trek. And it kind of got weird, a lot of it. And keep in mind, I watched, like, after Rose was gone first, and then I went back and watched the Rose stuff. So I wasn't really so my interpretation was, okay, I started with Martha. She was kind of trying to bang the doctor. Matthew Mann, subscribe. Thank you for being a brand new subscriber. And yeah, Davis's daughter wasn't the doctor's daughter. That is true. Donna was surprisingly excellent. Mr. Miles hated Donna. I loved Donna because they weren't trying to bone. She just wanted a buddy, you know? She just wanted a friend. And I liked the Doctor when he has a companion that sees the wonder of the universe and has the compassion and humanity. Somebody who's like, oh my god, I'm on an alien planet. Or, oh my god, you have a time machine. Can you help these people? Can you do something? And that's why I love Donna. And it was heartbreaking, her conclusion, but man, I did love Donna. And I always kind of felt weird when Martha was even like, you know, I'm in love with the doctor, but he's just totally not interested in another human. So, that was kind of, at least the whole Martha having the hots for the doctor was, you know, quickly discouraged. Well, STD is good for kids. Just ask the Tilly actress. I know, with all the cannibalism, F-bombs, Klingon rape. Yeah, they're totally a kid's show. Rose's mother was even weirder. Rose's mother was cute though. She was fun. She was such a London mom, I think. From everything I've known, she's just such a woman of that age. Yeah, she's just such a British mom. I loved her. Klingon boobs for the kids. I know this is totally kid friendly, right? Absolutely kid friendly. Seriously, 100% for kids. Klingon sex. And it's not, and yes, the episode, it does only show like a few seconds, but they keep showing it over and over again in that episode. Yeah, 70 viewers, 21 likes. Holy shit, we have 70 viewers. Thank you guys so much for hanging out on a Saturday afternoon when I'm just talking about Doctor Who. And I didn't know you changed your name. Oh, hello, Crazy Ralph. Yeah, it is, it was kind of a long time coming. It was something I wanted to do for a long time. And thanks to Doomcock for just, you know, we were just chatting one night and he's like, you know, oh, because somebody in chat, I think it's, God, Darkslayer was the one who kept asking me, are you sure you're not one of Doomcock's robots? Are you sure you're not? I'm like, well, I might be. So I kind of kept running with it for a while, and yeah, I was telling Doomcock that, he's like, okay, Mecha Random, I'm like, oh, I like that. Can I use that? So I immediately changed my Twitter handle first, and then it kind of sprinkled onto everything. Ariel bot. I mean, I guess Doomcock would make a robot to look like Ariel, wouldn't he? I don't know. Which planet did Doctor Who come from? Gallifrey? Originally? If I remember correctly. It's been a while since I watched Doctor Who. Hello, Hippie Crusher. Yes, you're the robot. To hold the loop, you know. I don't even remember. I need to go back and listen to that. I really wish the one stream had like been recorded for prosperity. I wish I would have downloaded it immediately after, or something. And God, that one was fun. That, like, I wish I knew what I said during that one. I know that one got a lot more blue that night. Who gave me a downvote? I don't know. I pissed off some people today on Twitter. Because, so, like, 2 years ago, I was a struggling Let's Player, and somebody's like, and I kind of led into somebody on Discord even, because, like, it's just like, enough, I'm not playing this game, nobody shows up when I game, I have 6 people in chat when I game, so, and 70 people when I'm just hanging out and talking, but... JG says, the jig is up, we all know you're a Doombot, or Cockbot, I mean, Doomcockbot, they might be, I might be. I mean, it would make a lot of sense. I'm very mechanical, and I'm very, I get very stuck on topics, I lack a lot of human emotion, I lack a lot of compassion, I have no filter, my wiring is crossed a lot, yeah. The more I think about it, yeah, it could very probably be a robot. What games did you Let's Play? Well, I have played, well, Crazy Ralph in chat remembers me from Friday the 13th. So I played a little of that for a while. But no, the game that, my channel... So a long time ago, I started out playing, like, visual novel sort of games, stuff like Honey Pop, a lot of indie games, a lot of visual novel sort of porn hentai games that I have since privatized or deleted, and just a lot of, like, weird, obscure indie games, which I like. And... yeah, so with my channel, like, it kind of stayed put for a couple of years, and this is after my previous channel had gotten deleted and stuff for community guidelines for playing some of those games without really censoring too well and stuff. So I ended up just getting into Yokai Watch on a whim and not really knowing anything about it. It's cats and ghosts, and you know me, I like spooky stuff. I like ghosts, I love music with theremins, and I love I love spooky mythology. And it was like, okay, this is like Scooby-Doo meets Garbage Pail Kids. You know, they've got one that's like a butt that farts at you. And I actually have the figure of that. Let me show you. It's really funny. It's really funny. God, the kids would probably die if they knew I had this. So this is just like a butt that farts. That's one of the figures. It is just a butt. And there's other ones that are like a duck with snot running down its nose. It's kind of toilet humor, but it's also, it's ghosts, and they kind of inspirit you to do stuff. Like, be hungry or fight or whatever. And apparently it is a kid's game, so sadly it drew like a lot of little kids for about a month. And yeah, they stopped showing up. So I was struggling for a very long time, and I switched over to any other game I could play. I started playing Skyrim again, and Senran Kagura, and Terraria, and nothing. Friday the 13th, I got a big boost. I gained like probably 1,000 subs for Friday the 13th. But that game I can't play indefinitely, and I don't like multiplayer games. I was playing it despite the fact it was multiplayer. And yeah, it was It was fun. I mean, I made a lot of great friends on YouTube Gaming because of it, but man, I can't play like Dead by Daylight. I can't just play the same game over and over again indefinitely. I'm, you know, like I said, I'm pushing 40. I can't just play video games all day. Farts are what I think of when I think ghosts. I know. Which Senran Kagura, I've played a lot of them. I've played pretty much all of them. I hate multiplayer. Yeah, I hate multiplayer so much. Does Doomcock play games? Yes, he does. He plays video games, yeah. I think he plays more video games than I do. I've heard he was playing Uncharted 4, so, on his streams. Hello, C. Kyle. Holy shit, you're hot. Well, thank you. It is warm. Is that what you're talking about? I do have the fan blowing on me. You played No Man's Sky? I have not. That's kind of not my wheelhouse of game. That's more of a spacey sort of... I'm pushing 50, and yes, you can. Oh, maybe. I'm waiting for Red Dead 2. That's gonna be the big game I play next. Then I'm probably not gonna stream it over here. If I stream it, it'll be on Twitch. I do have a capture card, and I will be playing it. So I also have been wanting to stream over on Twitch the rest of Fractured But Whole. Like the DLC. I finally picked up the DLC not too long ago when Mintberry Crunch came out, because I have, you know, he's my favorite character in South Park, I think. One of them. He's one of my favorites. I watched South Park for 20 years, so... You don't like space? Oh, I love space. I just don't know if I want to play a space game. You know, I don't know. They're kind of slower, and there's not a lot going on, and I need like humor and color. Space games tend to be kind of slower and more mellow, and I don't know. They're just not my taste. I have yet to play the Casa Bonita DLC. Me too. Oh man, I gotta keep pulling this up. It keeps going to my shirt. It's a 24-inch chain, so I gotta keep pulling it up. Yes, this is the glaive from Krull that finally showed up. I'm going to be buying probably the Hellraiser puzzle box too. The seller also has one of those available, which is kind of awesome. Tardigrades. I'll probably play tardigrades, actually. Do you ever want to play any Destiny games? No, God, no. Those are not my wheelhouse at all. I don't like competitive or multiplayer or shooter type games. I don't like the Halo type of games. I just... I look younger, thank you. 44 minutes. We have been going 44 minutes. Hello, Todd Voigt. God, we got 70 people here. I'm 8,733 years old. I still play video games. You know, and I still play video games too sometimes. I do. Have you had Siege by James Mason? I have not. I look about 27. Johnny Kapow says, thank you. Oh, thank you. It's because I'm fat. I think it's because I'm fat that, like, it fills out my face a little bit. Where's she get all of her wonderful toys? I don't know. Where do I? RPG games aren't the best type of games. Well, my favorite types, I guess, are tactical RPGs anymore. I love the crap out of Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I need to play the DLC for that sometime. I liked Super Mario Odyssey quite a bit, but I loved Mario and Rabbids, and I loved Fractured But Whole last year. I think that was my favorite game last year that I played. I also really liked Cat Quest. It was kind of like a top-down cat Skyrim-y sort of game. It was adorable. I loved it. It feels that I get older, I'm not being able to learn other languages. Yeah, that's me. Do you collect any movie posters? I did have the posters for First Contact. Oh, I do have one. I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably not. I can probably, you know, I'm gonna take a picture of what I see over there. This is my view, so here. We'll take a picture. I have a movie poster in my office. Alright. I could put this out on Twitter. So I have a movie poster. That's not what I'm showing you. I have a movie poster. This is my view. This is the monitor that you guys see. This is where my chat is on this right monitor right here. Yes, that's my Dracula Amigo, my Laughing box set. My Doomcock autograph picture over there. A movie poster, not the movie poster. Well, it's the movie. Just back from a few days in Dublin. Much alcohol was consumed, I'm afraid. Well, welcome back from Dublin. Oh, also the other Mystery Science Theater poster that's in that picture is autographed. Who was that naked picture of? Was there? I don't think there was. What naked picture? I don't think there was. You're probably talking about this. You're probably talking about that. That's the picture of the glaive in my hand. That's probably what you guys are talking about. I don't know. Made you look. I know. I'm like, I don't think I have a naked picture, but I remember seeing flesh in there. So I was like, I don't think there's a naked picture on there at all. I'm sure there isn't. Gee, I don't have any female fans sending me nudes. I have, like, my demographic is 98% male, and I think I'm okay with that. But, I mean, if girls do want to send nudes, I think I'd be okay with that. Yes, look at the naked hand. I know, my naked hand, right? I was telling my son about those anime games you were talking about the other day. He knew what I was talking about. Yay! Retro Resolution says, really love South Park, Fractured But Whole, but didn't complete it as I went into major surgery. Oh no! I can't disassociate the two events. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Guys, what do you mean, guys? See, Kyle, don't. See, no. Mr. Kyle, no racism here. Please, no racism. No racism, Mr. Kyle. The truth that the ship in the Picard series is going to be called the Reliant. It might be. The other name that they might have trademarked is Star Trek Destiny, which is going to be stupid because we already have the Destiny video game. We already have the ship in Stargate called Destiny. We have too many things called Destiny. It's going to be confusing. I mean, and look at what they did with Star Trek Discovery. It takes 3 episodes to even see the goddamn ship. Next time I'm chopping wood shirtless, I'll get some pics, glistening ones. Yeah, Matthew, man, you don't have to respond to that. If it keeps up, we'll just swing the band hammer, as it were. There are a lot of strippers named Destiny. Yeah, who? God, they're usually Ambers, or I know Sparkle was one. I enjoy wearing necklaces like in Titanic. Oh no. And would you have paper big enough for that? You would need like a whole roll of something. I don't remember Picard being on the Reliant. He would have been 120 in TNG. And Cherry's the bestest stripper ever. Okay, so Picard was on the Reliant, I believe. Well, he was on the Stargazer. He was Ensign Picard on the Stargazer, which is not a Stargazer class, as I recall. God, it's been so long since I've seen Next Gen. And from what I remember, the Reliant was in a book, or it was kind of referenced as he was on a Reliant, not the Reliant. So I was thinking that the Reliant series was going to be probably something to do with Khan. It was probably going to be something to do with Chekhov and Khan, because they can't just leave that alone. That might be that was my guess, but I don't like the films of today. I'm an 80s and 90s fan. 80s had the best movies. I'm sorry, 80s had the best movies. I think 70s for horror is really good because like the first Omen movie came out of the 70s and that was amazing. The 80s had some really great horror movies as well. I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan. Huge. I mean, I'm a pretty big Friday the 13th fan. Huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan though. Plot twist. What if the ship is called the USS Picard? Oh, it could be. It could be. Well, we have like the General Hammond in Stargate, so the Scream films were fine. I never saw the Scream films. I really never have. I saw the Scary Movie films, most of them. Probably not all of them, but most of them. Oh, The Exorcist. I did get to see The Exorcist again in the theater. Like maybe last year or the year before, and some idiot in the theater is doing the I'm like, dude, wrong movie. Totally wrong movie. Wrong franchise. Dude. It's like, no, that's from Friday the 13th, idiot. Not The Exorcist. The Exorcist is, like, my guitar would fit in The Exorcist perfectly. Halloween is great as well. I'm getting lag. I'm so sorry for getting lag. Try refreshing, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes, like, it'll freeze on me, and I'll just refresh, and everybody will be back. It does that all the time on Anti-Trucker's stream and on, oh, who is it? Nerdrotic, actually. That does all the time on Nerdrotic. Probably usually, I think usually due to Google Hangouts. Hey, oh, what did I miss? Hello, Rookie Critic. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. You missed this. We were talking about this picture. It looks very old Doctor Who-ish. It does look a little disco. It looks very 1960s Doctor Who. 60s and 70s Doctor Who. I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, I don't think, because it's bright enough to see. It is bright enough to see. So God, I have such mixed feelings about it. My God, I have such mixed feelings. I don't know. I mean, I like the circles. I like that they brought it back. I like that it's bright. If it stays lit like this, I think I'm gonna like it. Because I fucking hate dark. I hate the dark, shaky, gritty. I hate the way Discovery looks. I hate how blue it looks. So if it's gonna be lit like that, then I think it's gonna be fine. I blame Canada for the lag. I'm so sorry if you guys are getting lag. I did drop down to 30 frames. And I have not dropped a single frame on my end, so... I hate it, Nerdrotic. Well, I think you have more of an attachment to Doctor Who than I do, also. I'm such a fair weather Whovian, I think. I don't know. I almost don't want to give my opinion on it because I don't want to disappoint real fans who do hate it. But I don't know. I'll wait and see. If it's not lit, then I'm going to absolutely hate it. If this is just a promotional picture and they completely mess it up, then I'm going to hate it. But I don't understand what that is. SS BC or B candidates. Something Bo. I don't know. Oh, what does this say? I missed it. From the leaked images I heard about, supposedly looks like a junkie themed TARDIS. Well, junkie, I don't know. I must prefer junkie. Also, Thor Draco, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Let me see what you said. Let's see. Canna Cookies and MR42 live chat. It's a good day. Who's Canna Cookies? Who's that? Also, thank you for being here and showing up and hanging out. Hello, Midnight's Edge After Dark. Where's Doomcock? We need to have the tribunal. I don't know. He was on Twitter about an hour ago, or about 2 hours ago, but I haven't really talked to him today. Hello, Matthew Man. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. All right, how about Wishmaster, Hellraiser, Child's Play, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Aliens, Predator, Species, Candyman, It, and The Thing. Okay, Wishmaster, I don't remember. I don't know if I saw it. Hellraiser, I absolutely loved Hellraiser, but I was like 12 when I was watching it. Way too young to watch Hellraiser. 1, 2, and 3 were okay. I saw 4 in the theater. I had 4 on Laserdisc, and I haven't seen anything past that. I will probably buy the Hellraiser puzzle box necklace now today, I think. Let's see. Child's Play I saw in the theater when I was 7 or 8. Maybe. What year did Child's Play come out? I saw that in the theater when I was a little kid. Tom will know. What year did Child's Play come out? And so I did see that in the theater as a kid. I probably shouldn't have. I Know What You Did Last Summer I have not seen, actually. Aliens I saw when I was in the UK 4 years ago for the first time. I don't remember much of it, though. I think I liked Aliens better than Alien for sure. Let's see, Species. Species was the one with Natasha Henstridge. I remember it being kind of tentacly porny, the movie-ish. So I don't remember much of Species. Candyman. Okay, Candyman is coming back in theaters this month. I kind of want to go see that. They're bringing in for $5 classic movie series or retro Fright Fest. I haven't seen Candyman since it came out. It, I have mixed feelings on. The Thing I have not seen. I have not seen The Thing. I've seen enough of The Thing to know I would probably be disturbed by it because of the dog. But I haven't really seen The Thing officially. What was the other one? It. Okay, so It I have mixed feelings on. Sometimes I really love the miniseries. Sometimes I hate it. It, the remake was kind of, I think it was okay. I think it was okay. It didn't bother me. The person next to me bothered me because she shined her cell phone right in my eyes during a climax, but 30 years of Chucky. You forgot about Critters. Critters, man. I don't remember Critters. I always got Critters mixed up with Creepers, because Creepers is kind of in my wheelhouse of Dario Argento movies. Even though I always call it Phenomena. Good thing you're here. I have to dip out for 30 minutes. Oh, yeah, no worries about... And don't worry about, like, moderating. My channel really... It probably won't get hit with, like, 50 people coming in saying, what the hell, Marmite or something they were saying yesterday? I don't know what that was. That was kind of funny. The Thing by John Carpenter was great. Yeah, I need to watch that. I need to watch it. I get so sad because of the dog at the beginning. I'm like, oh, dog, nope, not gonna watch this. It was Marmita. Yeah, that's right. In my head is like, okay, Marmite. I tend to replace words I don't know with words that I do. Have you seen They Live? Don't hate me. I haven't seen it. I've got it on a hard drive ready to go. I got it like a few years ago. It's sitting there on my hard drive waiting for me to watch it, and I never got around to watching it, and I moved and I totally forgot about it. I need to see They Live. I know I need to see They Live. I know I'll like it too. That's the thing. I know I'll like it. Because I watched Hell Comes to Frogtown when I was like 12. I know I'm going to like They Live. I know enough about it to know I'm going to like it. Yeah, I need to do that. Don't hate me. I haven't seen it yet. So D-Predator says bye, good night. Well, thank you for being here, D-Predator. They Live is so cool. I need to. That's so in my wheelhouse too, movies. Like, absolutely. Rip Hot Rod. Frogtown. Okay, Hell Comes to Frogtown is a Roddy Piper movie that's kind of terrible. It's kind of a B-movie, sort of sci-fi movie meets a Grim Reaper album cover version of Hell. I think. I want to say, I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird from what I remember. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Big Trouble in Little China, I have seen many, many, many times. So they were talking about that last night on Nerdrotic, how they're doing a sequel to Big Trouble in Little China. Hopefully it goes more off the book than... Because I know there's some sequel Big Trouble in Little China books. Yeah, hopefully it's going to be in the same vein as Big Trouble in Little China. Sorry, I was addressing another chatter. Oh, okay, that's alright. Who left? Somebody left. Oh no, did somebody leave? Watch They Live. Oh my god, I know I need to. I want to. I know, I want to. Oh, it's the Dr. Unknown. Gotta go to bed. It's super late over here. Well, thank you for being here, Dr. Unknown. Are the frogs gay? I don't know, but I remember there was something weird about people not being able to breed or something. It was very much a lot. I want to say it was a lot like Fury Road. Maybe I'm getting it confused with Fury Road now. I don't remember. Hello, Awesome Sauce. Still mad at me? I'm here to make up. Was I mad at you, Awesome Sauce? I don't know. What did you say? I don't remember. Am I mad at... Who am I mad at? Am I mad at anybody ever? I don't know. Did I snap at somebody? I snapped at somebody on my Discord, though, but that's because he's for years kept pressing me to play Yokai Watch. Every time I'm like, no, I'm not going to play it. God, stop. Why are you here? Why are you on my Discord server? I'm not going to play it. They live is friendly accurate to some parts of society today. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, it's been slowly becoming that for years. Absolutely. Can't even remember the new thing. Supposed to be a prequel. I don't remember. I remember John Carpenter's The Thing. I didn't know they made a new one. Obey. So I know enough about the meme with Obey. Like, he had to put on the glasses and he could see the skull face people underneath. It was very much like Invasion of the Body Snatchers sort of thing, right? Eddie Murphy played in the film or Kurt Russell? Big Trouble in Little China, it was Kurt Russell. Let's see, and in John Carpenter's The Thing, it was Kurt Russell again. So I need to watch the second half of They Live. I need to watch it, period. I just need to. I'm so bad. Like, I'll come on and stream at you guys for 2 hours instead of watching a movie when I know I need to just watch the movie. Got a bunch of videos to work on. I'll watch you on the next stream. Well, thank you for being here, Rookie Critic. Yeah, I don't know what else I was gonna do today. Well, I was thinking about doing the Renaissance Fair, and it's just too humid, too rainy, too thunderstormy, too like, and it's gonna be that all weekend too. It sucks. Even Monday. Kurt Russell is Carpenter's muse, kinda. I imagine. Am I the only one disturbed by Slaughter Nation and The Purge? I didn't see either of them, but The Purge, God, The Purge almost sounds fun. That would be like, am I a horrible person where I would probably like put on a mask and go do some horrible things for a purge just to get it out of my system? You've heard me yell and rant and rave at things. Escape from New York. I haven't seen that one. Soldier, Blade Runner's Forgotten Sequel, and Stargate. Also Kurt Russell. So Stargate SG-1 I prefer to Stargate, but I think they definitely fit together because Stargate the movie takes place right when Jack O'Neill is at such a low point in his life. And yeah, I really I think that I don't think that there's anything really bad about the Stargate franchise so far. Here Mr. Flibble says, I found The Purge disappointing. Yeah, I haven't seen it. The Walking Dead, Dawn of the Dead. Okay, Dawn of the Dead I prefer over Walking Dead for sure. But which version of Dawn of the Dead? Do you go with the Goblin soundtrack or the other version? Because I have an affection for Goblin so much because of Suspiria. I absolutely love them. I think they're kind of in my go-to sort of, if I need to get in the mood for something, I will put on the soundtrack for Suspiria. So, Revenge of the Dead. Well, is it Revenge of the Living Dead or Revenge of the Dead? Saw your Discord vent earlier today. I'm sorry. I know. It was just too many people poking at me about that. And I kind of have really bad anxiety that people are going to show up and demand I play this game that I hated. Like, if you saw my Discord vent today, it was basically me just kind of expressing frustration. So I was playing a game that got a few subscribers on my channel, and it had a fan base, and then they all went away. And then they would come back saying, when are you going to play this? I'm still playing it. What do you mean? Where have you been? And it was like that for months and months and months. And I'm there trying to maintain the viewing audience by keep trying to 100% this video game. And I was having no fun with it, and they made it so difficult you couldn't do it you couldn't do it single player. It was so tedious and so boring. They designed it to be to trade. They designed it to go multiplayer online, trading the things to complete it, because you're basically there collecting these guys, these yokai. It's kind of like Pokemon. So you're there collecting those guys. And last year I was having a great deal of anxiety when they released the update for the game, for the second game in the series. And then I was having anxiety again like a month later when they released the third game of the third version of the second game. Because of course, just like Pokemon, you have to have, 2 versions or 3 versions of the thing. And now I'm getting anxiety again because they're releasing like a spin-off game in the series and people are going to expect me to play it and I don't want to play it. I sold my 3DS over a year ago, so. Don't do what you don't want to do anyway. I know. I'm just having kind of, I'm just kind of having like all this stuff. Oh yeah, I got the glaive pendant. I did. I don't know if you guys saw it. That it is the crawl necklace, you guys, if you are just showing up. It showed up yesterday. Focus! Focus, focus. It doesn't want to focus. Come on, focus. That's not going to focus. But yeah, I did get the glaive necklace. I've been trying to keep it in frame. It's a little longer. It's kind of nice. I don't mind that it's not a super short chain. 28 days later and 28 weeks later. I haven't watched a lot of the newer zombie movies. I think zombies were kind of done to death. There was nothing past Return of the Living Dead 3 that I really cared about as far as zombie movies, so. I wonder if Harvey could be asked to just destroy CBS, STD, and Disney. Oh, that'd be nice. I don't think he would, though. I think he would just keep going. Zuki says, I just found a glaive. Awesome. Don't think about it anymore. Do what makes you happy. I know. Am I laughing game? Oh, it's not a game. It's the box set of the show. I don't know. Did you guys see it? I still haven't put it away because I was thinking, do I alphabetize it under Laughin' or Rowan and Martin's Laughin'? What do you guys think in chat? What do you think? I'm showing it off like an engagement ring. A little bit. It's cool though. It's cool. Well, you guys paid for it, so of course I want to show it to you. It's like it was your super chats and stuff. I'm bored. I go and blow up. I'm sorry, Burnfried. No, this isn't a game. This is like the DVDs. Rowan and Martin, you would alphabetize it under R. I was thinking about doing that. It'll still show up because it'll be just next to Red Dwarf, maybe. It'll be like at the end. It'll be right before well, it'll be after Rocky and Bullwinkle. So all of those will move this way. And then the stuff on this shelf I have to find more places for, or some of that stuff I have to find a place for. So, cuz this shelf is all empty of DVDs. That's just toys. Yeah. Hello, Mark Fields. How are you? I'm good. You would alphabetize it under Laugh. I would alphabetize it under R, I think. If I do under L, it'll go right where the Gorn is. If I do it under R, it'll be at the end of this shelf. But I'm such an OCD sort of stickler for alphabetization. I think I want to do it right. The glaive kit is like 65 and finished is 170. But that's one site. Oh, that's cool. Firefly and Serenity. I do have Firefly and Serenity. And I actually really like that, so. Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, never watched them. Never watched them. Hello, Random, how are you? Mark Field says, I'm good. Name a favorite nostalgic series besides Star Trek. Babylon 5, for sure. Tomorrow we are doing Babylon 5 watch parties, where we just kind of hang out and chat about Babylon 5. We'll be on episode... What episode did we watch last time? I don't even remember. Tomorrow we'll be watching, and you guys can watch along on Amazon. We're on disc 2. I think we're on Mind War. I think we watched Parliament of Dreams. I think we're on Mind War. Or did we watch The War Prayer? No, the last one we watched was when they showed all of the human religions. That was the last one we watched. With all of the religions. Did you know that Roger Allies helped broker a deal that got Nixon on Laugh-In and helped him get elected? That's cool. That is cool. Babylon 5 is awesome. I have a set. Me too. Well, I have them individual seasons and then pretty much everything else. I've got the movies, and we did start off with The Gathering, and we're on disc 2 of season 1. It's gonna take a while. I think I want to do 4 episodes a Sunday, which is why I probably shouldn't stream a super long time today. I just didn't want to like let anybody down thinking I would do any like Renaissance Fair stuff. Your box set of Babylon 5 looks different to mine. Is it because it's a different region? Favorite Survivor horror game? I don't like Survivor horror games. I really don't. I really don't. I don't like anything multiplayer. I hate survival games. I mean, I guess I like Friday the 13th enough, but yeah. Hello, Daniel's Hot Topics. Welcome. It's a shame the Crusade never continued. Yeah, well, Crusade only lasted, what, one season? Yeah, it really should have gone longer. Deep Predator says, I love Farscape. So I watched 3 episodes of Farscape. I enjoyed them, but then I started thinking that Farscape is very much... God, I'm knocking everything off my desk here. Farscape is very much Guardians of the Galaxy, the TV series. So... So I need to continue watching that. Do you know anything about Undertale? I know it has a toxic fan base, and it is full of memes and kind of the same sort of fan base that likes Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, so I will not be playing that on the channel, ever. Actually, I'm not going to bring back any Let's Plays on the channel. No more video games on this channel, so... Oh no, I love them. Oh, it's fine to love them. It is fine to love them. I just don't play multiplayer games. And like 90% of the survival games are multiplayer, so. They even have the B5, PPG, and Psycore badges. Yes, they do. Okay, they have the Psycore badge, they have the On the Shock badge, the Rangers, and they have the Earth Alliance sort of badges. I've seen those and I need to get those. I desperately, there's so many things I want to get, but then by the time I'm like, and I want this and I want this, then it's like $500. So hello Stephanie B. Jason M never got into Farscape. StarCraft and Starship Troopers. What's Starship Troopers? I know Super Troopers. What's Starship Troopers? That sounds familiar. Starship Troopers. Now I gotta look it up. Oh, fuck. The bug movies. I did see those. I saw that in the theater. I saw the first one in the theater. It was actually kind of fun. I saw it with Rift Tracks, too, not too long ago. Have you seen Lex? I have not. Not yet. The movie with the bugs in it. God, my brain. Sometimes my brain. Only good Five Nights at Freddy's was one. No, the only good Five Nights at Freddy's was the Pizza Simulator, where you didn't have to play fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. God, I hate Five Nights at Freddy's. I will go on a rant about everything that is wrong with that piece of shit game. It is stupid. It is the stupidest. The gameplay sucks. It is just juggle physics. The game, or not even juggle physics. It's just juggle management. And I hate games like that where I have to pay attention to this, go over here, pay attention here, look at this. Oh, jump scare, you're dead. I don't care about a jump scare. It's not scary. Fucking hate Five Nights at Freddy's so much. iZombie. So iZombie, okay, was iZombie the Lucio Fulci? No, that's just Zombie. iZombie was something else. Okay, any zombie movie from like 2000 and on, no, I haven't watched any of them because they all look stupid. Mike Bennett just subscribed. Thank you for being a brand new subscriber. Steph TV, the necklace looks great on you. Thank you so much, Steph TV. Hello, Grandma Tarkin, welcome. Dead Like Me and Ugly Betty. Okay, I have Dead Like Me. I like Dead Like Me. I never saw Ugly Betty, though. I don't care about the fashion industry. I just don't. I never cared about that. Dumbest ever. What's the topic? Well, today we were talking a little bit about Doctor Who. Lando Calrissian subscribed. I know Lando Calrissian from all the chats. Hello, Lando. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about this Doctor Who image. I don't know. I know it's pissing off a lot of the Doctor Who fans, but at least it's lit and you can see stuff and it looks like old Doctor Who. And anything they can do to make it more like the Tom Baker and Peter Davison era of Doctor Who, I'm all for. So it might not be bad. Don't hate me. It might not be bad. It probably will be. It'll probably be terrible. I'm sure it will be. Oh, who's that? Somebody says you're obsessed with Mundane Matt. Oh man, leave Mundane Matt alone. He's... My son hates Five Nights at Freddy's with a passion. Is your son 10? The only people I know that love Five Nights at Freddy's are kind of this 8 to 12-year-old group that are kind of the most fair weather group of people ever, and they only subscribe to you for the game that you're playing. They don't care about you. They you could just let the game play itself and leave for 2 hours. The BBC publicity shots tend to be overlaid. Okay, so if it's going to be that dark, or if it's going to be darker than that, then I'm going to have a problem with it. Was that Whoville? No, it's Doctor Who. I don't know if it's Whoville. So they're ruining Doctor Who now. Probably a good thing I never got into it. Angry Mr. Flibble says. I don't know if they're ruining it. I think they might just be they might just be changing it up. I don't know. I don't want to... I'm not as invested in Doctor Who because I already kind of stopped watching it years ago. So... Oh, he's 16. Okay, so he's... Mary's son... I guess she said her son hates Five Nights at Freddy's. He's probably aged out of it. He's probably old enough to know how kind of cringy it is. Hello, Tina. Hello, Stephanie. And I do want to thank you guys. I noticed Tina and Stephanie became patrons. There's a lot of you that became patrons, and thank you guys so much. I need to set up... And while everybody's here, when is like a good Patreon Discord session? I'm gonna make a whole Discord server just for Patreon, just so that, you know, random trolls and stuff can't get on. Something that I'm just gonna link over in Patreon. And there is an exclusive video over there. It's kind of a video podcast about me dealing with a catfish. It is kind of funny. I have been catfished on Twitter, and it's kind of hilarious that the guy is such a moron and doesn't realize that I'm not very receptive to him, so... Angry Mr. Flibble says, I watched 3 seasons of Doctor Who, but couldn't get into it. Yeah, like, these last few seasons were kind of a struggle to get through. Anything with Clara on screen, I just, And then Bill was fine, but I think Clara really ruined it for me. Super Anime Gamer says, BBC's priority is to get woke, so I think they might start ruining Doctor Who. I hope not. I mean, they're gonna realize get woke, go broke is definitely a thing. I mean, people don't want woke stuff. Hopefully, I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna have this new generation of kids who scream the N-word over video games. They're gonna kind of come up and start being the people they cater to, and we're gonna have more and more offensive stuff as we go on. And I think that's gonna be what happens. Is going to be we're gonna have a knee-jerk reaction in the other way, so we're gonna have a resurgence of stuff like the 60s where everything was offensive, you know. So I think that might be what happens, because every time a generation shifts, it swings in the opposite direction, and you do the opposite of what your generation before you does, and it happens all the time and time again. I mean, look at the 1920s, were kind of a roaring wild, sex-filled, drug-filled time, and then the 40s came along and everybody were prudish, conservative sort of types. So I think, and same thing with the 50s, everyone's conservative, the 60s, they went all hippie. So I think we're gonna have some sort of resurgence with all of this, all of this sort of thought patrol and speech patrol. I think we're gonna have it swing the other way, hopefully soon. Hopefully we'll have a golden age of television and film, or streaming. I mean, I don't think we're gonna have television anymore, but I think that might be what happens. So. I used to love the Doctor until they started gender swapping. They started with the Master and now the Doctor. Yeah. I mean, even though it has been established in Doctor Who that they've always had gender swap stuff, I'm not the hugest Whovian. I don't think I have that much of a dog in the fight for Doctor Who, but I don't know. Big Finish Audio has done a great job keeping the spirit of Doctor Who alive with so many of the original Doctors and other actors. Is that the audiobooks? BBC is not a serious broadcaster anymore. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Too much political correctness is a cage rattle. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Is Brad Noble here? I'm so sorry if I didn't say hi to you, Brad Noble. Hello. Valor J Omega. I am strange, but I liked the black and white Doctor Who when it geared towards teaching. I like the old TV shows and black and white movies. I do too. I like a lot of, I mean, the 60s is kind of my favorite time for television. It is my favorite decade for television. That's why, you know, that's where you get Star Trek from, and that's where you get the Munsters, the Addams Family, the Dick Van Dyke Show. So many classics came out of the 60s. But yes, and then hello Tina and Stephanie. See, we have Tina and Stephanie. I voted no on the poll. Brad Noble says. SJWs are killing comedy. All these comedians are hosting SJW bullshit shows on Comedy Central, which really isn't so funny. Yeah. I haven't watched any of those. I tend to get really pissed off every time I see these, oh, white males are the problem. We have to bash white males because we can't bash anyone else. It's like, okay, well, maybe make a joke that doesn't bash people. Or if it happens to be offensive, go with it. Say, you know, this is what I do. I say, you know, I say offensive shit all the time. And I'm like, and you guys know I'm not taking shots at you guys personally. If I say I hate Five Nights at Freddy's and it's a piece of shit, it doesn't mean that anybody who likes it is stupid. It just means I think the game's a piece of shit and it's stupid. Same thing with Discovery. I don't know. It's crazy. Can't we regard Comedy Central as humor isolation ward? Yeah, well, I stopped watching The Daily Show once it went political. So once Jon Stewart started on The Daily Show, I kind of opted out of Comedy Central years ago, except for South Park. I still watch South Park and Upright Citizens Brigade and Reno 911, and that was about it. And I tuned out of Comedy Central ever since. Do we need an Asian woman doctor? I don't know. I mean, Doctor Who's has always had gender swapping, but horror genre is woke proof. It kind of is. It kind of is. And it's too bad horror movies are such garbage lately. Daniel's Hot Topic says, I hope the Picard show is more like Deep Space Nine. Yeah, me too. Me too. Amy Schumer is one of the worst comedians ever. Well, some of her jokes are really good, but to be fair, she didn't write any of those. She stole them from other comedians. Did you guys see the episode she did of Ellen DeGeneres? And I'm not a huge Ellen fan, but she basically told Ellen's joke right back to her. And oh man, Ellen was so diplomatic. If that were me, I'd be like, yeah, I loved that joke when I wrote it 20 years ago about the shoveling popcorn into your face by the handful. Like, oh, dude, man. I used to do a lot of Amy Schumer material on comedy night, and basically it was stuff like, gee, I'd love to get up on stage and tell a joke, but I don't want to give Amy Schumer any more material. And jokes like that. So, yeah. I like that you're uncensored. I try, and I try not to like be offensive, and there's really no need for me to go into a lot of like racial stuff, only to point out when idiots are actually being racist, like the whole white male bashing, and it's just insane. Yes, I mean, a huge horror fan. Adam Survive says, I am a pretty big horror fan. I do like horror. Have you seen Midnight's Edge Theory in the video? The Picard is taking place in a new timeline rather than the prime timeline. I've seen most Midnight's Edge videos. I have also been on the After Dark channel a few times here and there. I get to be a regular. It's actually trippy. Like, I started watching them 2 years ago from the Ghostbusters stuff when I really started watching constantly. They showed up in my recommendeds for a few times over the years, but yeah, like, it's so weird. It's so weird. I'm tired of SJWs ruining everything. Me too. Me too. Adam Survived says, I'm tired of SJWs ruining everything. Like, it's kind of to the point where I can't watch TV anymore because I don't want to see that. I don't want to see. I don't want to watch a show and dislike a character and be called a racist because I don't like a character. You know, like it's so bullshit. It's so stupid. You know, like let me find this. Let me find this character. Right. Let me find this picture. I did a video on this a while ago, and I don't know if I can find it quickly. Let me find it quickly. What is it called? All right. This picture. All right, so I did a video on this picture here. Let me scale it down. It's so huge. Why are you so huge? And I'm really surprised that people didn't call me more of a racist when I Google image searched this image and another image from this, and it gave me hooker images, and it gave me images from showgirls, and it gave me those type of things, right? and yeah, it's like I didn't put her in this costume. Or this way. I didn't put her in this costume. You guys did. Google image search says this looks like a stripper image or a hooker. It looks like a hooker image, right? Yes, how much does she charge? Is it a show on bad taste? I don't know. Looks like a typical... Oh, no, I don't want to say that word. But no, she looks like a 70s undercover or an 80s bad cop show strip or hooker. She looks like a bad cop show hooker undercover. And yeah, like... Yes, if you ask nicely, I might say hi to you, but you don't get to demand I say hi to you, Julia Cute. You don't get to demand. But yeah, she looks like a hooker. She looks like a goddamn hooker. She's wearing she's wearing a Ross Dress for Less knockoff ball gown, a Goodwill freaking, it's probably a rabbit coat from Goodwill. It's not even mink or anything. It does, maybe fox, maybe not even fox. It looks like just it looks like raccoon. She's wearing a raccoon fur coat. She's wearing boots from Payless. God, it looks bad. It looks bad. It looks really bad. What's my real name? I don't tell people my real name. I don't tell people my real name. I mean, maybe some of my co-hosts know my real name. Trash fire. I know, she looks kind of trashy. She does look kind of trashy. Good Lord, she would blow you for a rock. I know. It looks like she'd blow you for a rock, doesn't it? So it's a show on bad taste. I think it's a show on bad taste. I think it's a show on, I think it's a show on... I don't know what they're trying to do. It's like this emo Hot Topic 20-something crowd that likes cringe. That's all I can think of. That you've got this whole generation of kids who like cringe nowadays, and that's what they do. They follow people on Twitter because it's cringy, or they watch bad TV because it's cringy, or they watch it to hate watch. And there's no reason to hate watch something unless you're reviewing it for YouTube. I'm sorry. There just isn't. DC Comics got woke. You know, I heard DC Comics is trying to cater to like the Food Network audience to bring in more viewers. And like I put out on Twitter yesterday, I'm like, you know, 98% of my demographic is male. And in that demographic of men, most of them are between the ages of like 25 and 45, right? Or 25 to 50. 30 to 50, most of them. Perfectly fine for me. I mean, I'm fine with that audience. I can talk to you guys about Krull. I can talk to you guys about, you know, Roddy Piper. I can talk to you guys about 80s stuff. For the most part, some of it I might have seen, but I'll know enough about it to know what it is, right? And it's kind of, oh, hello, Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well today. Girl, I gotta go live and I'm gaming. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, it's... I'm 39 years old. I just turned 39 this month. Well, happy birthday. You're the same age as me. But yeah, like the DC Comics doesn't realize you have this sort of demographic. Cater to them. And guess what? I'll sweep in and steal your demographic out from under you while you go and cater to women my age who watch the Food Network. Or watch Ellen in the afternoon. You know, that's the people they want to sell comic books to. They want to sell comic books to people who watch the Food Network. Those people don't buy comic books. Those people don't geek out over things. They will say they like comic books. They will buy a pop figure. You know, your average 32-year-old woman who does the cosplay, or you know, 20 to 30, or early 30s, mid 30s. They'll do the cosplay. They'll buy the pop figure. They might even buy a comic book once in a while. They aren't going to know that much. I mean, you look at Tamara from Channel Awesome. She's like, oh my god, I love Katana. I'm going to buy the pop figure, and I've never ever read a comic book with Katana in it, but I'm going to cosplay as her in the Suicide Squad review. I love you, Tamara, but man, you are kind of what's wrong with pop culture. You know, you're gorgeous, you're sweet, you're spunky, you're cute. You're kind of what's wrong with pop culture, you know? You're kind of wrong. What's wrong with it? You're buying, I mean, and I guess there's nothing wrong with consuming something the way you are, but they're kind of lowering the standards of all the things that are geek niche, and they want to make them mainstream, and they're watering it down for people who really want quality geek niche entertainment. And that's not what they should be doing. They should be carefully crafting their... Look what The Expanse does. They know damn well they've got a small niche audience that are loyal and passionate and will campaign and Twitter spam and do all these things to get their show back. And they know they're not going to get the billions of views. They know they're not mainstream. And they're happy to cater to their audience because their audience is who the show is for. The Expanse is not for people who are just kind of casual fair weather viewers. From what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know Mary's watched The Expanse. And all this shit, but... I know Mary's watched that, so tell me if I'm wrong. My teen daughter agrees with me. Adam Survived says, what did I miss while I'm... Yeah, I like your geek niche random. I try to be geek niche. This is why I'm like, I don't want to have too strong of opinion on Doctor Who, because I know I'm not the hugest Whovian out there, you know? Do you think DC streaming would be worth it? $15, 15 months for $75. If you're a huge fan of DC, yes. I think so. God, Garry, if Garry were still around, he would be definitely the person. I know he signed up for it from Nerdrotic. And definitely if you haven't checked out Nerdrotic's channel, they are very much the comic book sort of niche of the group for sure. The kids nowadays have bad taste in my opinion. Me too. Captain Robert April 54 is a month and a half ago. See, that's not old. You're a perfect age for me. In my channel anyway, as a viewer. I'm not trying to hit on you. I know you're married. Like, I'm just saying you're the perfect age for my demographic. You guys know what I'm talking about. You get what I'm talking about. You remember the 80s and 90s. You remember all this stuff. Oh yeah, you guys didn't see the Krull, the glaive necklace if you saw it. Even in Zoogie, you sleep tight. Did Zoogie leave? Is he leaving? I'm gonna go lay back down. Oh, okay, I need to work 11 hours. Have a good rest, Zoogie. Thank you so much for hanging out. Women these days get their cosplay donated. I know, and that's so sad because some of these people, some of these young girls who just go to cons just to cosplay stuff, they end up being like they end up getting quizzed like, okay, what's this thing, what's that thing, and it's kind of justified because a lot of these girls cosplay stuff that they don't really know anything about. And it is sort of frustrating. Like, for me, I am not a comic book expert by any means. I don't pretend to be one. So, Matthew, man, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. What do you think of the underrated comic graphic novel companies like Image, Dark Horse, IDW, and Mirage? Are Dark Horse really underrated? I mean, I've heard of them, and I am not a comic expert at all. So, I was under the impression that Dark Horse were pretty well regarded. I hate not being the person to answer. I was just saying I'm not like a huge comic expert. I hate that you had to waste $5 on a question like that, but I really appreciate it. I hope you didn't feel like you wasted that. But for me, like Dark Horse, I don't see them as being super underrated. The rest of them I don't really have a lot of knowledge of. But Dark Horse I see all the time, and I know that they're pretty popular, and I know that they're name dropped all the time. So IDW is a dumpster fire. Yeah, I really don't know that much about it. 80s ruled, love your Krull glaive necklace. Hello, Warren Roar, thank you for being here. Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey says, if you kick someone in the junk, we'll have to start calling you Recommandum, maybe. Oh god, that's great. It's because they don't know anything about what they cosplay. That's what I think, too. What is your opinion on Chris Hardwick and that controversy with that Chloe lady? Okay, So I think that they had a really toxic relationship. I think that Chloe Dykstra wanted her name out there, and I don't think anybody knew who she was. The fact that I know her name is because I know the controversy, and I think a lot of times publicists do that just to get their names out there, just like Kelly Marie Tran. Because seriously, would anybody know who played Rose Tico if she didn't? If the articles didn't claim bullying? Which she never claimed, by the way. She never said one thing about it. So would any or Oscar Isaac or any of these people, would we know anything about them? Would we even know their name if they didn't have controversy? So that's what I think happened with the Chloe Dykstra Chris Hardwick thing. And I think they were both pretty damn toxic to each other. And I think everybody has had a toxic relationship in their history. Just most of us don't have the pressure of being in the Hollywood business. I also don't have the biggest... I also don't have a lot of love for Chris Hardwick. I think he's kind of... You know, there are other geeks in Hollywood other than Chris Hardwick. I think he's a little bit too much of a fanboy of absolutely everything. He kind of overly loves everything geeky. Same thing with, like, the Nerdist in general, so... Should I donate to Mecha's Stuff Fund? Oh, John Hyros, thank you so much for the $5. It looks like you just did. I really appreciate it, you guys. Now I feel bad I don't know that much about comics for the other question. So Sarah chimes in, I think the small publishers tend to have more interesting comics. And yeah, the smaller publishers can, I guess I can compare it to the music industry, which I know a little bit more about. I think the smaller publishers will have more of a niche market and a kind of limited run of things, or like indie gaming. And so I think a lot of the time, the smaller the better. You're going to have your niche audience, and you can have something really limited and cater to a fan base that really loves your product rather than the general market. So hopefully that's going to help. Hopefully that's a good enough answer. Mary Ashmead, I love Sylvester McCoy as well. Oh yeah, Sylvester McCoy I saw in person. That's great. Fraggle Rock, Snorks, Hanna-Barbera, Thundar. Okay, I remember Thundar a little bit. Fraggle Rock, I have... God, you guys can't see any of it. My stupid chair's in the way. I do have every episode... Oh, there. You can see it right in the window if I move my head. I have every episode of Fraggle Rock on DVD. I love Fraggle Rock. It still holds up. Hanna-Barbera, Thundar, I don't really remember much. What was the other one? Snorks. God, the Snorks were cute. I think I had an all-star Snork plushie at one point when I was really little. He was the main character. I loved the Snorks. And I loved the Fraggles. They were both great. And the Gummy Bears cartoon was on in the 80s too. I do love Fraggle Rock. I do love Fraggle Rock. Crazy ex-girlfriend, Brad Noble says. Yeah, I think Chloe Dykstra was absolutely a crazy ex-girlfriend, but Mr. Miles just farted. That's great. You guys are funny. See, you're inspirited by this guy. He makes you fart or something. Shit, we were just talking about that earlier. Love The Expanse. Crushing on Kara G, drummer. Okay, Jedi Starship. I need to watch that. I know there's some eye candy in there. I think there's one of the guys, like, I keep seeing him in my Twitter feed and stuff. Like, oh, okay. I ate soy for breakfast. Oh, wait, that came out wrong, Johnny Kapow says. All right, TM Blackmore. I wonder if the Orville could get Dwight Schultz for an offset character to Barkley. Oh, my God. I would love that so much. Okay, Dwight Schultz has been on Stargate on an episode, so maybe they can get him for, like, a one-off. Yeah, they might get him as a guest. Dude, if they could get Dwight Schultz, that'd be great. Or Chucky, the guy who plays Chucky. What's his name? I can't think. Real quick, what's his name? He was Suitor in Voyager. I think if they got him, too, that would be great. And I can't think of his name. He played Chucky in Child's Play. I can't remember his name. Charles Lee Ray. No, the actor's name. I can see him. He was in the Halloween remake. He was in Deadwood. Brad Dourif, thank you. Oh, frick, my brain. Sometimes my brain goes. I can see the person, but it takes a couple. This is why I say my wiring is wrong. I think the circuitry, I think there's a lot of cords wrapped around in there, and it just takes that long to I mean, some things I can remember instantly. Some things not so much. Was Fraggle Rock British? I don't think so. It was Canadian. I know I had a lot of Canadian actors playing a lot of the parts, so I'm pretty sure it was Canadian. Also, fun fact, if anybody liked the Boondock Saints, the old guy who had the stutter and swore constantly was the doctor on Fraggle Rock. Well, the old Doc, not the doctor. He was Doc. You know, Doc and Sprocket. Yeah, that was always amusing to me. I'm like, oh my God, he's saying fuck, and he's on Fraggle Rock, and I love this so much. I actually really enjoy the Boondock Saints movies. Don't judge. I really enjoy them. I thought they were fun. And after IDW's Revolution event, I began to see the truth about IDW. They weren't that great themselves. Who's IDW? Who's IDW? Bobcat Goldthwait would be great on this Orville. Oh, Bobcat Goldthwait would be good. Fraggle was American. Really? I know a lot of the actors were Canadian. Or I think they were. Boondock 2 was kind of lacking. It was. You really have to watch them back to back. It's kind of a love letter to the first movie, in my opinion. Still waiting for Boondock Saints 3. Me too. They set it up like they were gonna have one. Did one of you see The Power of Grayskull? Since it's a Netflix documentary. I have not seen that. So, you did. Somebody tweeted that. Was that you? Somebody tweeted me about that. I know. I need to. There's also something I had to watch about Garry Shandling. Somebody asked me to watch a Garry Shandling documentary, so I need to watch that too. There's so many things I need to watch. So many things. Worf versus Bortus on the Orville. Ooh. Oh. Well, we only have one season of Bortus. So I have to go Worf for now, and I reserve the right to change my mind. I really like Bortus though, but they're similar sort of characters, but not. They're kind of serving the same straight man alien role, and of course Isaac is serving like Data, and yeah, God, I don't know. We'll see how much they develop Bortus in the future. We'll see that. That's such a hard question. But for now, because I have more Worf to love and cherish. I mean, we had how many years of Worf on Deep Space Nine? We've had him in the movies. We had him on Next Gen. Dorn should play his dad. That'd be cool. Bring him on as a guest star, or as another. Not God. What was a race? I can't remember it now. Oh, frick. Just watch Ricky Gervais interview Garry. Cringe gold. Ricky Gervais is fun. Bye. Where are you? You're leaving me, Sav. You're leaving me. Don't leave me. We'll be lonely. The Boondocks is a much watched. Is that that's a cartoon? That one, that's the cartoon series? I haven't seen that. Your library looks like you've seen everything. I know, and it really isn't. It's like 90% Star Trek and Simpsons, and that's about it. And I've got like a whole exploitation section up there. That's about it. And of course the Mel Brooks box set and Nightmare on Elm Street. I have a Mugado plushie because, of course, I do. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Defenders, and Punisher. All shows I have never seen. I'm so sorry. Am I a Godzilla fan? I love Godzilla. Absolutely. Absolutely love Godzilla. I love Mothra most. I love Mothra most. I did a trailer live reaction to the Godzilla trailer from Comic-Con, and I was so excited and squeeing like a little girl. I love the as bad as Legendary Godzilla was, it's still a Godzilla movie and it's still fun. And yeah, I love the kaiju stuff. Yeah, that's definitely my wheelhouse. I need to buy that plushie too. They have a Ghidorah plushie. It's Beanie Baby plushie. It's like a huge one. I need to buy that because the Mothra plushie goes for like $100 and I can't afford that one, and I would have that had I known they made it 10 years ago. Favorite Mel Brooks film? Spaceballs is up there. Robin Hood Men in Tights is up there too. Young Frankenstein is up there as well. Blazing Saddle. I can't choose. It's like picking your favorite child or, oh man, they're all so good. I love them so much. If I had to watch only one for the rest of my life, oh man, I don't know. I couldn't choose. It would either be Spaceballs or Men in Tights because I saw them more, and I saw those in the theater. I don't know. Let's just subscribe. Thank you for being a random subscriber. The producers. Okay, I don't have the producers in the box set, and I don't have Dracula Dead and Loving It in the box set, but that was good. Dracula Dead and Loving It did have Peter McNichol, and I love Peter McNichol in anything. Love Peter McNichol. Spaceballs is now more relevant thanks to The Last Jedi. Was Spaceballs ever irrelevant? I saw Spaceballs in the theater, so... my short smells funny. Growing up was Blazing Saddles. I need to rewatch Blazing Saddles. It has been so long. I used to have... Oh, God, High Anxiety, too. I totally forgot about that one. That's such a good movie, too. I had the record that had High Anxiety music, the producer's music, and Blazing Saddles music all on there. And, oh, man, it was so great. And I wish I still had all my records. I don't. Clownfish's new video is titled She-Ra, showrunner adding her D&D ox to the series. Oh my God, almighty Thor, please let it rain brain cells. Oh, that She-Ra chick. Oh God, that girl needs to stop. That what's her name? Noelle Stevenson. Is she just trying to get cred because people think she's just the diversity hire or something? She has to be like, oh no, I'm a Dungeons and Dragons nerd too. I don't care. I don't care. You're making an ugly She-Ra. Stop it. We don't need a remake. Stop making remakes. You know? I picked on the writing room pictures too, where I'm like, I love the diversity of this writing room. It's all female staff. It's garbage. It's garbage. The old producers, not the new. No one cares about the new producers. I wouldn't watch that one. Now Young Frankenstein. Oh God, Young Frankenstein, Anxiety. We should do that. You want to set up a poll? Let me set up a poll for you guys. What's your favorite Mel Brooks movie? I'm going to set up a poll for you guys real quick. So, favorite Mel Brooks movie. We're going to set it up in chat. So you guys know how to do polls, right? You want to type in !vote and then what number your favorite is. So, I don't have a poll set up yet, but it's going to be !vote space and then the number. So, number 1, we're going to have Spaceballs. For number 2, we're going to have we're gonna have Blazing Saddles. What else should be on there? And number 3, what is number 3 gonna be? I vote 69. You gotta go. Bye. Take care. Well, thank you for being here, Matthew Man. Hopefully I didn't upset you by not knowing some of the things. Young Frankenstein needs to be one. What about History of the World Part 1? I only have room for 6 options. Men in Tights. Oh. I only have room for 2 more. History of the World, 12 Chairs, producer's silent movie. So 12 Chairs I'm going to probably leave off, and silent movie I'm probably going to leave off. Oh. You say with and not white, I'm sorry. So Spaceballs, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, anything else that needs to be on here. History of the World. History of the World, Dracula. Alright, so that's going to be our options. We're going to set it up for 5 minutes. High Anxiety. I don't have room for High Anxiety. I only have room for 6 of them. Maybe instead of Dracula Dead and Loving It, I'll put in High Anxiety. Part 2. So we got Spaceballs, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, Men in Tights, History of the World Part 1, and Dracula Dead and Loving It are going to be. I haven't started it yet, so just kill Dracula Dead and Loving It and put High Anxiety instead. Alright, so we're going to decide the definitive Mel Brooks movie. Alright, we're going to start the poll right now. It's going to go for 6 minutes right now. And the bot should put it on there. My random bot says, we created a new poll. Mel Brooks movie. What's your favorite Mel Brooks movie? Take part in voting by using exclamation point vote and then the option for the thing. 1 is Spaceballs, 2 is Blazing Saddles. Hopefully the overlay is popped up. And hopefully the overlay has popped up here. This will be our poll overlay, and it's not doing it. I'm gonna make sure it's above my camera too. Don't know if it is. Come on, poll. Maybe I need to turn it off and back on again. It's not showing up on screen. It's not showing up on screen. Why is it not showing up on screen? That's sad. It's not showing up on screen. Oh well. We know what it will be in the chat. I don't know which one I want to vote for now. Which one do I want to vote for? Oh my god, it's such a hard decision. They're all so good. I think I gotta do this one though. Alright, so it's gonna be exclamation point vote. I don't know. Did it show up yet on the overlay? It's not showing up on my overlay. I don't know why it's not showing up, but refresh the browser when the scenes come active. It should be. There we go. There we go. Now we have it on screen. I had to refresh the browser when the scenes become active. Wow. So Blazing Saddles is leading right now. No one wants Men in Tights or High Anxiety. Wow. Seraph likes Spaceballs more than Blazing Saddles even. Wow. That is great. So we'll leave this on for a few minutes here. Blazing Saddles would send those little man babies into their safe place. Oh, it would never happen nowadays. We would never get Blazing Saddles nowadays. Ever. So you guys like having polls on screen? Hopefully we can do more stuff like this. Blazing Saddles would never be made today, yeah. Seraph says I've seen Spaceballs at least 30 times. Me too. Me too. It's a classic. It's so good. I love Men in Tights, just Blazing Saddles more. Well, there's not a bad movie on this list. There is not a bad movie. There's not. I'm not going to disagree with anything you guys decide. Whatever we decide today, that will be the best Mel Brooks movie of these options. And I think of these are the best. So yeah, it's voting exclamation point vote space and then the number. So Spaceballs is 1, Blazing Saddles is 2, Young Frankenstein is 3, Men in Tights 4, History of the World Part 1 5, and High Anxiety is 6. Why is it not working for me? Philip K. Demick. Oh, it worked. It already worked for you. I think you can only vote 1 time, maybe. Voted Young Frankenstein. Watching it as we speak. Awesome. That's a good one. Richard Pryor was supposed to play the Cleavon Little part. I think I did hear that. God, Richard Pryor was. Oh man, he was such a treasure. I loved History of the World. Yeah, and if I had gotten this loaded up quick enough. If I had gotten it loaded up quick enough, hopefully it would have. So we have 2.5 minutes left on the poll at the time of me saying this. So yeah, I don't know if Odin might happen to be in the chat anywhere, but I am using a bot to do the polls and to do the voting. So if he wanted any help with me setting that up or helping set up that, I think he could absolutely do this through Stream Elements. As well. We're masters of the galaxy. We're gonna take the air you breathe, or the Spaceballs. I have the Spaceballs soundtrack. I do have the Spaceballs soundtrack on CD. It is in another room though, because some of my CDs are in the other room. If he's not, I'll try to remember to let him know. Yeah, especially if he's using OBS, he can set up all these overlays and plugins, just like he has the pop-ups for donations and stuff. So, I mean, anything to make the streams more interactive for you guys and the shows more fun. Oh, now I'm just waiting for the clock to run out. We got another minute and a half. SJWs cannot comedy. It's because they're so busy being offended by everything. We were going through that a lot with the politically correct stuff from the 90s. Like, God, I'm a George Carlin fan all the way. I wish I still had... Oh, I don't have the Richard Pryor box set anymore. But I've got a Monty Python box set. I knock everything down off my thing. I got this one. You couldn't have this anymore with SJWs. I got this one. Oh, Lord. I do also have a George Carlin box set over there. God, all my CDs are here, there, and everywhere. I've got the box sets over here, and then the CDs over there, and I got more CDs in another room. I have that! Nerdrotic! That's the one... This is the one that we were talking about the other day. Yeah, the instant... I got this for my birthday when I was like 18 or something from a friend of mine a long time ago. Oh, I can't open it. It's censored weird. But yeah, it's a great collection. I love that. And I used to have the Richard Pryor set too with like all the albums, but I don't know what happened. I must have sold it. Yes, it used to be impossible. Yeah, it was. It was really hard to find too. I think it still is kind of. Our poll is closing in 30 seconds, and it looks like Blazing Saddles is everybody's favorite. So if you haven't voted yet and you want to, it's !vote and then the number. So number one's Blazing Saddles, or number one Spaceballs, 2 Blazing Saddles, 3 Young Frankenstein, 4 Men in Tights, and so on. Love Monty Python. My mom used to always do the line about the shrubberies. Well, okay, have you heard of the pinball table called what is the pinball table called? It is Medieval Madness. It is very much Monty Python, the pinball table. It has homages to the shrubbery line and it has the French taunter in there, but he's not technically the French taunter. Poll is closed. Most votes are for Blazing Saddles. Well, that settles it. Blazing Saddles is the most popular of the... It is the best Mel Brooks movie. It settles it. But between a very small... a very small percentage of people who voted. I know a lot of people didn't vote. Blazing Saddles is the best Mel Brooks movie, apparently. Yes, where are all the white women at? I know, where are they? God, we'll never be able to make that movie nowadays. Do another and take Blazing Saddles out. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. But I think it's already decided that Blazing Saddles was the best. Jimmy Olsen Blues just subscribed. Thank you for being a Reddit subscriber. It was rigged by Russian bots. Help, I'm being repressed. Oh god, now we can do like Monty Python quotes all day. So I had the Monty Python Final Ripoff album was the first one I had, and I got more used to the Monty Python CDs than anything. Maybe parody. The Dark Knight who says knee. What the heck is the SIW idea of comedy anyways? Because I have no idea. It's basically white male bashing, from what I remember. It is basically white male bashing. Oh my god. So my Monty Python box set still has this. It still has a little card in it. It's got everything. It's probably cat hair from cats that I haven't had from 20 years too. I'm sure. Yes, your mother was a hamster. Your fart smelled of elderberries. So there's a game called Oh Sir, the Insult Simulator, and you basically take lines like that, like you'll have elderberries or your mother, or and you will kind of make insults. You'll take turns using like phrases or words, and it's kind of very much a Monty Python insult simulator. The game. There's a dead parrot shop. There's all kind. It is so Monty Python. If you haven't played it, it's called Oh Sir, the Insult Simulator. It's like $1. It is hilarious. You can probably find it on the App Store. Absolutely check it out. It's a very good indie game. So you can play it on your phone. You can play it against other people. You basically go through and you take turns picking insults. And you kind of keep stacking insults at your opponent. So you'll have something insane. I do have a Let's Play of it in my channel somewhere. It's great. Hello, Mr. Fox Nerd. Welcome. Wasn't there a few places online doing Monty Python quotes where doing Monty Python's quotes is forbidden because they've been done to death? I don't know. I don't want to be anywhere near that. If that is the case, I don't want to. Like, I will never get tired of quoting Monty Python ever. Like, ever. Sounds like Monkey Island combat. Maybe. It's basically, it's not really combat though. I mean, I guess it kind of is. You basically insult each other. And of course, Morgan Freeman is God at the end of there, and as one of the stages. They have the hospital room with the machine that goes ping. They have the pet shop where you're returning a Norwegian blue. God, it is so good. Now I want to play Oster, the Insult Simulator. That's a fun game. That is a fun game. If I were still doing Let's Plays, this would be absolutely the right audience for it. But I don't want to piss anybody off by doing Let's Plays, because I think Let's Plays are kind of dead on YouTube, and I don't think anyone wants to sit there watching me play a video game at them. To be perfectly honest. Yes, you know, what do you mean you don't like spam? I know they used to play Monty Python on PBS. They did. That's how I started watching it. It was on PBS when I was a little kid. Like, I was 6 years old watching Monty Python. That's probably why my brain is weird. One of the reasons. Plus, I was wired weird. I was probably wired to appreciate Monty Python. There's no way I wouldn't have been. Python quotes on Twitter. Oh, I know. It's so good. Dang it, now I have the Lumberjack song stuck in my head. First Gummy Bears, now this. I love it, though. We have the entire Monty Python series on DVD. Oh, yeah, me too. Me too. You can't really see it too well. Maybe if I... Oh, no. I want to do that. Maybe if I tilted my camera more, you can probably see it. It's on my next shelf tour video. That will happen eventually. It'll happen sometime. I moved my camera. I'm sorry, I moved my camera. Nothing wrong with appreciating Monty Python. I know, it is kind of our geek culture. There are so many young kids who are like, oh yeah, I'm a geek, and they've never seen Monty Python. And I think they don't have the right to be a geek unless they have at least seen Holy Grail once or twice, you know? You at least need to see it. Insta polls. Hello, Odin's movie vlog. Did you see the poll thing? These are things. I have, I'll show you my bot. Don't use this bot. It is dead. I'm using an old version of it. There are bots, though, you can do. Let me give you my display capture here. So this is my one of my bots that I use. And we had the poll title, which was Mel Brooks movies. And, you know what, let me fit it to screen here. There. So this is one of my bots. This is my chatbot thing, and we just threw in a bunch of options, and I had it pop up on screen. It was kind of awesome. The two favorite things and the meaning of life. That's what we should do. What's the next poll? The best Monty Python movie, right? What's your favorite Monty Python movie? We should do that as a poll. Just so Odin can kind of see how the polls work. Alright, best Python movie. So it'd be Life of Brian, Meaning of Life, or maybe we should put favorite. It'll be favorite. Because best and favorite are different things. Meaning of Life, Holy Grail. What am I forgetting? Life of Brian, Meaning of Life, Holy Grail. I'm forgetting, and that's for something completely different. Was that technically a movie? Which other one am I forgetting? Holy Grail will kill. Will it be? That's a hard one too. Well, it is. I mean, Holy Grail isn't my favorite Monty Python movie, but... Am I missing any? We have 4 of them, right? There's 4 movies. What other movies am I thinking? Jabberwocky is one of my least favorites. I'm forgetting Jabberwocky. Do we even want to put that one on there? I don't think we'll even put that one on there. Meaning of Life, Holy Grail. Man, there's a lot of them. Does Time Bandits sort of count? No. I'm going to say no because it wasn't technically a Monty Python movie. If I put that on, then I would have to put Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. So, yeah. Hello, Darkslayer. Welcome. Meaning of Life, Life and Brian. Well, I put announce for something completely different too, which I don't think anyone's gonna like. So we're gonna same thing. We're just gonna have 4 options this time, and hopefully it'll show up on screen. There we go. Now it'll show up on screen. And the bot said we have a new thing. What's your favorite Monty Python movie? My favorite. You guys are gonna hate me. So you want to do exclamation point, vote, and then whichever number you want. And then it'll pop up. I think Holy Grail is gonna win hands down. No love for Meaning of Life. No one loves Meaning of Life. With every sperm is sacred and the machine that goes ping and all that good stuff. And we're back. Welcome back. Yeah, everybody. Oh, Odin likes number 1. He likes Life of Brian too. Okay, that's awesome. I love Life of Brian because I kind of like the what if that's how things actually happen sort of mythology. And I know Odin teaches theology, right? So I would kind of assume, I don't know why, I would almost assume you didn't like Life of Brian because of that reason. I don't know. Am I wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I would kind of think that you would be picking apart what was incorrect about it, but I really love that. I love it. That's cool. That is cool. I didn't know that. I must have missed that on your stream. And if you guys haven't subscribed, Odin's Movie Blog, another awesome channel here on YouTube. Nerdrotic channel, another awesome channel here on YouTube. Definitely subscribe to both of those channels. The Latin correction is hilarious. It is. Oh god, there's so many. No one likes it now for something completely different. It's just a rehash. I kind of threw it in there because, yeah, technically I knew it wasn't going to get any votes, but... See, this is a hard one. There's so many good Monty Python movies, too. 4 is just a big screen version of the TV show. Yeah, it's just a lot of rehash stuff. And then you've got, like, Live at the Hollywood Bowl, which I didn't want to put on there, too, which is another... You know, you gotta fill up the poll. God, the Bring Out Your Dead stuff. Oh, there's so many good moments from every single Monty Python movie. Bjorn, he's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. You see actual numbers on your end. Not until the poll is done. I don't see the numbers until the poll is done. So my end, what I see is this. I see this. And it doesn't tell me any numbers, but it tells me how long it's left. And I can set the duration, and I could charge you guys to vote, too. I could absolutely charge you guys random bucks. So one of the things I also have is random bucks. I have a coin system for keeping track of... Here. And and my bot will tell me how many bots, or how many bucks we have. I watched a stream for 36 hours and gathered 40,000 random bucks. So I do have that thing going. And I could absolutely charge you guys for the poll, but I don't think I need to yet. I think this is still kind of a new thing. Hello, Photo Negative Mickey. Holy crap, I remember you from way back. From way back. There's so many times, like, when I switched over, I forgot to turn on the bot. So I need to remember to turn on my bot. And I think there's also a cooldown, so you can't, like, constantly spam it and see how many you've got, but... Friday the 13th, those are the days. Oh, Friday the 13th, the game was fun, though. I really enjoyed that. I am new to the channel. I know, there's a lot of new people to the channel, too. That's why I don't want to, like, start charging people for that. Maybe we'll do that for, like, giveaways and stuff. And Odin, that's a thing you can probably do, since you actually do giveaways and things. You could probably use the view count loyalties. I'm using Fussbot, which is a dead program. Stream Elements has something very similar to this that you could plug in through OBS and all that stuff, so... Hello, I'm a new subscriber. Hello, Next. Welcome. Thank you for being a brand new subscriber. So we only have 1 minute and 48 seconds. Just to get my random bucks over a certain point. Thank you, Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey, for the $2 super chat. Also, that is one of the things. We do earn random bucks as we go. Holy crap. Tamarox, glad to see you have a Patreon. Subscribe. Thank you so much. $20 super chat. Holy crap. And yeah, thank you for the £2. It's £2 super chat and the $20 super chat. And you guys do get random bucks for that. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that, you guys. Captain April says, I'm going with Holy Grail. 57 people here, 62 likes. Amazing approval rating. Do we have 62 likes? Well, thank you guys so much. I don't have that screen up, so I don't know. Life of Brian wins. I rigged it. You know, I'm okay with Life of Brian winning. Also, Hail Doomcock next says, yes, Hail Doomcock. Hail Mr. Doomcock. We do. Oh, so Garry has one of these. Our good friend Garry from Nerdrotic has one of these, and I also have a framed photo of Doomcock that I do keep nearby at all times, as well as my Legionnaire certificate. Brad won last night. Brad has broken the channel. Yes, all hail Doomcock. God, you can kind of see the reflection here. The poll is closing soon. Holy War, Life of Brian versus Holy Grail. I know it's gonna be a tight option. I think I stacked the vote by saying how much I love Life of Brian though. That is my favorite Monty Python movie. I had the Criterion Life of Brian on Laserdisc, and then I rebought it on DVD. I haven't rebought it on Blu-ray yet though. I was blocked from the chat. Why would they block you from the chat, Brad? They're just messing with you. Yes, hail Doom, obligatory hail Doomcock, and hail Harvey. If you guys haven't seen the most accurate representation I have ever seen of Harvey, but have you seen the Star Trek captain's picture? Just kidding. Did you see my video on it? Did you see me yelling about it? What won? What won? Did the bot say what won? Poll closed. Most votes for Life of Brian. Awesome. So Life of Brian is, it has been decided, Life of Brian is our favorite Monty Python movie. It might not be the best, but it is our favorite. Oh, God. Hello, Willie Woodward. Welcome. That picture of the rage. I know, that the rage for that captain's photo. Did you guys see it? It's on Star Trek's official Twitter. I should find it. The captain's picture broke my heart. Yeah. Yeah, it made me yell. It made me call Mikey Spock the C word because she is. I also have a toy on the back from the floor. It's a yokai. Holy Grail lost. I know how it's me and Odin. We love Life of Brian apparently. I think we skewed the vote by loving Life of Brian so much. No, Holy Grail is the best. Ask my friend Biggest Dickus. Yes, but Biggest Dickus was in Life of Brian. Why wasn't Jabberwocky on the list? Because it's not technically Python. It's not like a Monty Python troupe movie. I mean, if I had to put that one on there, I'd have to put the Ruddles too. Doomcock is actually Hayden Christensen. That's why he wears the mask. I don't think so. I don't think he is. He hates sand. Is there a poll plugin for Streamlabs? I think there might be. I think there might be through Streamlabs. I've just been using Fussbot because I'm used to it. I know Stream Elements does, and Stream Elements is actually a current thing. But I'm pretty sure Streamlabs has a poll plugin option. I'm just using my other bot because it's already set up. Oh, don't say about Mikey Spock. Actually, she's a stupid numbskull, you could say. I'm assuming you were saying that the N is for numbskull. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about with Mikey Spock. I did call her a C word a few times though. Yeah, if you have small children, don't let them watch my channel. I do swear a lot. Odin can divide by 0. Did you guys see Brian Johnson go after Mike Zero? What the hell? I haven't talked about that on stream yet, but Mike Zero does kind of opinion pieces, right? He has like, oh, holy crap, Odin's movie blog, $10 super chat. Thanks for all this help. You know, it's my pleasure. I love having like a great community of YouTubers to hang out with, and if anything I can do to send people your way, it's not a competition, and yeah, so anything I can do. I don't think I'm very helpful, but you know, anything to make the streams entertaining and anything to make people have fun. So too hard of a poll for me. I love all the movies. I know. So if I could have voted, how would have that affected the Holy Grail? It might have brought it up by 1 or 2 because there was only 6 votes for Life of Brian that won. So only 5 people voted for that. Oh crap, Willie Woodward, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Let's see. I love it. You were so helpful. Well, thank you. You guys are all, you know, this community of YouTubers is so great. I mean, and we all kind of stream hop. I see the same people in every chat, and I've handpicked viewers. Like, I follow people on Twitter because, you know, I'm like, I know you from this thing, and I recognize your username, like Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey. I recognized him. You know, so I'm handpicking like my viewers because I've seen you, and Stephanie B, and I try and send people I know are awesome over to like Doomcock and over to Midnight's Edge and Nerdrotic and Brad Noble and all these people. Like, I've kind of handpicked you guys because I know how awesome you are in like Ethan's streams and Jeremy's streams. So hopefully you guys know that like you are the viewers I want here because you guys are so awesome. And anybody else who kind of trickles in, thank you for being here. Welcome. It's only because I don't recognize, so I mean, I'm getting overwhelmed, and that's the only thing. I'm getting overwhelmed. When it was like 1 or 2 people that I would see regularly, then that it was a lot easier to kind of go through and hunt them down on Twitter to follow them. Now I'm getting a little overwhelmed. I'm so behind on Twitter. I have like 20 notifications constantly. So, but yeah, and anything I can do like to keep the streams moving and keep them entertaining for you guys. I know some people prefer like the super laid back nerdrotic streams. They're very much kind of like the late night chill out streams. And some of my streams are very much morning show crazy sometimes. And then you got the Midnight's Edge stuff, which is very much, when I go over on Midnight's Edge, or when I'm hearing them even, they're very much here's the topic we're discussing, here's what our thoughts are, and then they go to the chat after. And for me, I just kind of improv everything. I don't really have a set topic. I have 1 or 2 things I can talk about if it comes up. But you guys really drive the chat, and I tried my best to be as engaging with you guys as I can. I don't see every single comment. Why did this freeze? Why did this freeze? Pull of evil. Oh no, the chat froze. There we go. I'm European, so some stuff is hard to catch. I'm so sorry, D-Predator. Yeah, I try and stream in the afternoon too. So I know a lot of the YouTubers are on like super late at night. Like reading this chat. I know, did it freeze? I've jumped streams too. I know, there's so many great YouTubers. I want to make sure I'm not streaming against anybody. Oh, I have a new patron. Thank you so much. Tamarox, Minister of Dark Magics. Thank you so much. I can actually set my Patreon. I need to do that on the bot. I can set my Patreon to I can set it up to like give you guys extra random bucks for Patreon too. Are you wanking, Neil Ford? Are you wanking? Am I wank material? Am I bouncy enough for you to be wank material? Who would win, Shatner's wig or Patrick's wife? I don't know. Shatner's wig. Maybe. Let's hang out and chat, but I don't say anything. That's alright. Dan Hammer on standby. You know, there's so many people. Like I've had to time out people for being like, oh my god, you haven't read my comment. I can't read every comment. I'm so sorry. I don't feel bad with all these YouTubers streaming. It's hard because you guys run so long. You know, and I don't expect you guys to watch back every second of my stream. I kind of assume that you guys can't. So I try and stream, and then I kind of do like little independent videos as well. If I do only live streaming, I can engage with you a lot more, but if I have something I really just want to rant at the camera about, it's a little easier for me to do without having the chat there interrupting my flow of things. Because like I'll see something awesome in chat and I really have to respond to it, and it's awesome and I love you guys. So I mean, I shouldn't have used the word interrupting to pull me out of like some crazy rant or something. So when I do like my little rant videos, like the captain's photo one or whatever, I kind of prefer to do those off stream. Sometimes like the Patrick Stewart article, that one just fell into my lap for that rant. Yeah. Show us the curl necklace again. This one, it's kind of cool. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's do this. Curl necklace. Focus. Doesn't want to focus. Not focusing. It does not want to. There. Isn't it cool? That was like awesome. The crawl necklace. Set phasers to butt plug. Can you use a phaser as a butt plug? I don't know. Yes. Yes, doesn't Nerdrotic have any short videos? Oh, most of their videos, like a lot of their reviews are like a half an hour, so they do have some kind of shorter ones. But Nerdrotic does like 90% live, or I think everything live now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you do pretty much everything live? There was a necklace there, yeah. Neil's done now. How much of a tip do I get for that one? No, just kidding. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you about editing. It's so hard for me to edit, and I have all the time in the world, and I still don't have time to do anything. I don't have time to watch anything. If I dedicate like 2 or 3 hours to a stream, and then I'm off to another stream afterwards, yeah. Can you use phasers as butt plugs? You probably I don't know. That one probably not. But like the ones with the handles, yeah, absolutely. The ones with the handles you could absolutely use as sex toys. I joined the live stream and it was froze on your necklace and boobs. Thank you, Stoop. Well, I didn't intend that. I intended the necklace. It's just that's where the necklace hangs. That's all. That's the only place it hangs at. I can't help where the necklace goes. Also, I should have worn my Doomcock tank top today. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, this is in the wash because I wore it to bed. I slept in the Doomcock tank top, okay? Because all my nightgowns were dirty. So it's because sometimes you'll have laundry on Saturday or then Sunday. Element, one of the reasons I love Nerdrotic is because of the long streams. They get me through the horrible dullness of my job. And yeah, that's another thing. I love having the streams on in the background while I play video games or while I'm, answering emails, talking to you guys on Twitter. There's so many awesome live streams. I really have a hard time keeping up with everybody though. Memphis Dale, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. What's up, Random? How's it going? It's going great. I got the Krull necklace. I'm probably gonna get the Hellraiser necklace now. They do have the same company who made the Hellraiser puzzle box. I can get the So it is Holly Go Frightly. It's a company on eBay. They're actually, if you like that, definitely check them out. I am not paid to sponsor them, but it comes in a little box, and she's a cute goth girl. So yeah, she's got a lot of stuff. I think she has like the Munsters bat necklace too. It's really cool stuff. So I absolutely love that. And they're really good quality for it's kind of it's costume jewelry. It is costume jewelry. But yeah. Rocking background soundtrack at Tesla right now. It's a slow day. I'm sorry, it's a slow day. I try to be entertaining for you guys. Life-size Doomcock body pillow. I have a Harvey plushie. What do I need a Doomcock pillow for? No. Remember, we've got the Harvey plushie. What do you think about the bullied kid that Mark Hamill praised? I didn't hear about that. What happened? What happened about the bullied kid? Krull gave us Liam Neeson and Robbie Coltrane. And the teacher from Willy Wonka. Like the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie Bucket's teacher was in Krull, and he was kind of amazing. I really, really enjoyed Krull. I don't remember seeing it as a kid. I probably did once or twice. I think an ex actually had the DVD way back in the day. The first DVD, like 20 years ago, ex. I haven't seen it since then, and I didn't remember a thing of it, and I enjoyed the crap out of it. It was probably one of the best riff track shows ever. So, of course, I had to... So, I know, I missed it. It was probably aired on Showtime, and I had HBO. So, I'm so sorry. I did make up for it, and I did buy the necklace. I loved the crap out of Krull. It was great. I have a certain set of skills. Krull, I know. It's great, though. I like it. The necklace is a little long. It hangs a little low. I kind of want it to be right here, so I might swap out the chain. And it does sometimes... Sometimes it flips and spins. You want the adult bookstore for that, Neil? I think you want the adult bookstore. Alright, the bullet kid didn't fight back because it's not the Jedi way. Oh, okay. That's kind of sweet. Is he okay? Was he? I think I did see a little bit of that. I don't know. Is it... I think in the instance of no, the Jedi did fight back. They did fight back, absolutely. I didn't think the Jedis didn't fight. Maybe I'm missing something though. I'm only 2 hours late. I'm sorry, Stephen Ernst. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I put it out on Twitter, so if you guys do follow me on Twitter, I do try and give you a heads up when I stream, but he's getting the crap beaten out of him, and this is like the second or third year in a row. God, this kid is. What are the teachers doing? Why aren't the teachers putting a stop to this? Like, why? If I were that kid's parent, I would beat up those teachers. Screw them for letting that happen. Matt Deckard, I'm 68. You do not look 68, Matt Deckard. I don't think you look 68. You look 40 tops. I've seen you on Twitter. Oh, you're the 68th viewer. Yeah, Matt Deckard is like an awesome, like, dapper catalog model. He's awesome. If you guys don't watch Matt Deckard, sub to him on YouTube. He's really cool. Follow him on Twitter. He's got all these awesome, like, photo shoots. He's a hat person. Is it a milliner? Is that what a hat maker is? Am I wrong? But yeah. Quit macking on Nightbot. Are you guys making out with Nightbot? Saw that one. It was a little harsh over what Mark Hamill did. Oh, okay. Mark Hamill told him that the kid was his hero. Oh, that's so sweet. The Jedi fought if they had no other choice. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Okay. Yeah, I think I did see a little bit of that on Twitter. Haberdasher. Hatter Milliner. Okay, haberdashery. God, there was a Kitty Powers game that used to have that as an occupation. And I did have to look that up. So my pop told me if they hit you, hit them back. I was bullied a lot. That's kind of how I was. I was bullied a crap ton. I was in 6th grade one time. I got into a fight. And I was in 6th grade. The one girl was in 7th grade. The 2 others were in 8th grade. And they cornered me. They surrounded me up against a brick wall. And I fought back. They cornered me in a hallway in school. It was like a brick school hallway. They did not make it out very good. I had minimal damage. And I got in trouble and suspended for it. And yeah, so 3 against 1 just because I fought them and I won. And I'm scrappy. I will fight. I go for the punches. I don't go for the hair pulling. I go for, you know, if I'm gonna pull your hair, it's just to hold your head there so I can pound your face in. And yeah, I was a bit dangerous back then. I had a bit of a temper, and I got in trouble for it. 3 against 1. 2, they're all older than me, every single one of them. But I have to beat up those girls for you. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie. Am I a Satanist? You know, the more I think about it, the more things with the Church of Satan do tend to be more how I perceive my life in a lot of ways. I definitely believe you don't pray for something to happen. You kind of have to make something happen. So there's a lot of bands. I mean, I've got the Warlock Pincher CDs above me. They're a Satan band. I'm listening to a lot of Ghost lately. Yeah, who knows anymore? I got a stack full of LaVey books, so who knows anymore? I don't know if I'm religious though. I'm not religious in any respect. I am very agnostic. I believe that the universe kind of feeds itself. I believe. I actually had this conversation last night where I think the universe puts me exactly where I need to be. And no matter what, like, I've only had a couple of minor regrets in my life. And one of them is not meeting the Electric Hellfire Club, who are a Satan band. Actually, my mom wouldn't let me go up and say hi and buy CDs at a concert that I was at when I was like 18. So I don't know. I'm seeing Ghost at the end of the year. Should I go to see Ghost? So they're playing in Chicago. This is another thing I want to ask you guys. They're playing in Milwaukee, which is technically a little bit closer, but they're only playing to make up the second act of the show because the show got cut short. So they're coming back to Milwaukee on Halloween. November 1st, they're going to be in Chicago. Should I go? I would have to get a hotel. Go see Ghost? Yeah, you think I should see Ghost? They're definitely... I've only been listening to them for 3 days. I don't know how I missed them. I think I confused them with another band. Or I heard their version of I'm a Marionette, which was, like, not the greatest cover. And I think I kind of dismissed them as, okay, yeah, they're not. But everything else I hear, I'm like, oh, orgasm music. I love this. I love this so much. This is so my wheelhouse. So everyone's saying yes. Did you see that Shatner says he's done with doing more Star Trek? I did not. Was that the article we covered? Link me that article, Sarah. Let me know. Wish I could see that London one. I first saw them when they opened for Maiden and they were great. I want to see them so bad. They are absolutely my wheelhouse. The organ music, the spooky imagery. They covered a Rocky Erickson song. You guys have no idea how much I love Rocky Erickson. If I could bring a stack of Rocky Erickson CDs over here, I would. I got to see Rocky Erickson in San Francisco at the Great American Music Hall. And it was the first time he played there in 30 years. It was amazing, an amazing, amazing show. If you guys don't know who Rocky Erickson is, he did the original If You Have Ghosts. And he did Bloody Hammer, which was one of my favorites. He did Burn the Flames from the Return of the Living Dead soundtrack. He's one of my all-time favorites. So I got to listen to Rocky Erickson live. It was amazing. Heading to Allen tomorrow. Chicago is a day trip. Yeah, from Wisconsin. Yeah. I've been obsessed with them for the last year. That's the thing. Like, oh man, I want to go so bad. Because the more I hear, the more I'm obsessed with it. And the more I listen to them, I'm like, yes, this is exactly where I need to be musically. This is exactly this is exactly my wheelhouse of music. And this is why I love Garry. I can talk music with Garry for sure, because he knows like all the bands. He knows everything. This is why he's such a great choice for the tribunal. Doomcock knows how to pick people, definitely. Doomcock knows how to put together an amazing team. So, looks like Random is assembling a crew. Maybe. The last concert I went to was Queensryche with Jeff Tate last year. Oh, nice. Did Jeff Tate... I heard that they fired Jeff Tate from Queensryche a while back. Like, they just said, oh, okay, you're not needed anymore. That's crazy. I do like Queensryche a little bit here and there. Are they playing at the Eagles Ballroom? Ghost is playing at Riverside. Okay, that's funny. I saw Korn at the Eagles Ballroom, and I've seen... Who else did I see? Oh, I saw Blind Guardian there. Well, wait, no. Which one's top and which one's bottom? The Eagles Ballroom, and then the top floor is another one. I saw Korn upstairs one year, and then the next year I saw Blind Guardian downstairs. At the rave. I saw Korn. Were you at the Korn show where they did the 20th anniversary? By any chance, Brad Noble, where they did the entire first album in its entirety, like 2 years ago? If you saw them. Let's see. They had to prop him up, poor guy. Oh, you saw Rocky Erickson at Coachella. How long ago? And lucky you. Because Rocky Erickson I saw in 2007 in San Francisco, and yeah, he's getting up there. He's definitely getting up there. He's definitely getting up there. I like Corn Adam says. You saw that. So I was at that show, Brad Noble. My hair was a different color. I was with a friend of mine, but 8 years ago, maybe 10. Wow. So when I saw Rocky Erickson, it was in 2007 in San Francisco. So Eagles Ballroom is at top. Okay, so the Eagles Ballroom is on top. That's where I saw Korn. I saw Blind Guardian downstairs then at the rave. Wheel my wrench on Neil. Thank you so much, Tina. I hate making you guys work because I know you work so hard for Odin. And yeah, but thank you. I've been trying to keep on top of that. I was the fat old dude drinking beer. So Brad, do you remember like all the freaking? Were you there for the opening bands? So the opening bands were all right, but man, they were like screamo bands. It was the rudest show I've ever been to. I was there like, and all these like little emo freaking hipster kids shoved through me and my friend. We were there, and Seraph didn't get to go because he had a wedding thing. So it was me and another friend. So we shoved because his brother was getting married, so he couldn't go. He had to go to the dress rehearsal, or it would have been Seraph there instead. So as another friend, all these kids shoved through us to go up to the front to this stupid screamo band that opened for Korn. I mean, they weren't a stupid screamo; they were all right, but man, they were the rudest kids ever at that show. And like, it was crazy. It's not a problem, just getting tired of it. I know I was kind of letting him get it out of his system, and then yeah, so sometimes you gotta whip the band hammer too. So like, sometimes you gotta. But yeah, you never sit up front. You hang near the bar. Well, I know. I was kind of in the back too for Korn. I wasn't super close to the stage. It wasn't like when I saw King Diamond the year before. I was like really close for King Diamond and Slayer. It was it was King Diamond, Slayer, Hell Yeah. So I got to see Vinnie Paul at least while he was alive. Shit, he's gone too now. So I got to see him. Oh, the Mayhem tour. I saw that like 3 years ago up at the Eagles Ballroom. Personally, not a fan of nu metal. Korn, I think, has earned their place in. They were. I was like 18 when they were big. I think I was 15 maybe when their first album hit. So they're definitely my teenage years. I've dropped the hammer after the first stroke. I know. I like giving people a chance though. Sitting here, not a big fan of metal fan or nu metal, death metal or nu metal. I like goth metal. I like typo negative stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the Ghost tickets after I wrap the stream. The thing about seeing Ghost in Chicago is I'm gonna have to get a hotel. I mean, I won't have to, but it's such a long drive, and Chicago is such a weird place to drive around in, so. Rob Zombie or Marilyn Manson? Marilyn Manson. I have seen both live, though. I saw Marilyn Manson for the Antichrist Superstar Tour, and I saw Rob Zombie for Hellbilly Deluxe. I was going to see Mechanical Animals Tour, but that was when Columbine happened, and Manson canceled the show because he did not want people outside protesting and harassing fans for the Columbine shooting, even though Manson had nothing to do with Columbine. Because he's smart enough to know that protests were going to happen, he was going to get blamed for it, so he just canceled the show. Stopped Possessed a few years ago. Night Owl, Hill Doom Thingy. Oh, thank you for being here, Bjorn. Give me 80s hair bands, thrash metal, goth metal, power metal. Oh, yeah. Power metal. Blind Guardian's one of my favorites for sure. Some of the 80s hair bands, yes. Yeah. And Marilyn Manson because I can't choose. Survive. Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson because I can't choose. They're both good. Antichrist Superstar, that's awesome. I'm old. I saw Marilyn Manson in the 90s. I was one of those people when like Sweet Dreams was big. I really jumped on the Manson bandwagon. Fun fact though, I bought the Manson Smells Like Children album, or EP, and the Monkees box set on the same day. Same shopping trip. Because I'm a music geek. I love all kinds of music. But I have such a love for kind of the goth spooky stuff. That's why I love 45 Grave. That's why I love Rocky Erickson. That's why I love Typo Negative and so many of those type of bands. And I love Ghost so much because so much of their stuff sounds like Merciful Fate mixed with Rocky Erickson, mixed with 45 Grave, mixed with Typo Negative. I love it so much. Big Metal Headbanger here. Awesome. Rubicon Alpha. Blind Guardian basically invented power metal. Halloween was around a little bit sooner. Halloween was like earlier 80s. Blind Guardian really didn't have a first album until 88, as I recall. But I love Blind Guardian. Super Anime Gamer. I never got into Korn. Loved Disturbed when I was in school. And early Slipknot is rad. I didn't mind the first Slipknot album. Gamepad. Did you ever play any Half-Life games? No. Got a hotel for tomorrow. Where you got a hotel for tomorrow at? Did I miss something? I missed something. I'm so sorry. I saw Alice Cooper during the Poison tour. Awesome. Well, a few times I seriously fear my life. Oh no! But awesome for the Poison tour. Well, that was like 89. I remember that all the time. Opinions on grunge. Do you like Nine Inch Nails? I like some Nine Inch Nails. I really like the Sin EP. I really love that song. And there's a few of them here and there. Like Wish is one of my favorites of theirs. I'm very much singles of Nine Inch Nails. I don't really get too deep into the albums, but like some of their hits is really good. I was probably 15 when Downward Spiral was popular, and I remember listening to the crap out of that too. Check out the documentary Metal, A Headbanger's Journey. Oh yes, that is amazing. I love that documentary. Yeah, absolutely. That's where I learned about bands like Blind Guardian and Hammerfall and all those. Halloween and Gamma Ray rules. Well, that's because it's the same band practically. I mean, you still have Kai Hansen. I'm not a huge fan of Kai Hansen's vocals so much, but man, some of the Kai Hansen Halloween is so good, so good. Man, I'd love to be in the States for Halloween. You guys really make a party out of it. We do. An all-in wrestling show in Chicago, Super Kick Party. Oh, okay, that's cool. The potato sack is coming off. Rose Tico, are you... Don't sexually harass poor Rose Tico. Leave that girl in the potato sack alone. Decline of Western Civilization Part 2. The Metal Years is a great metal doc. Absolutely. I have the sound. I did. I had the soundtrack on cassette when I was like 8. Absolutely loved it. Because you had the great version of Under My Wheels from Guns N' Roses. With Alice Cooper, I think. Absolutely amazing. Love that. Love that movie. It was so good. Nowadays, I'm more into atmospheric black metal. Yeah, basically black metal with keyboards and synthesizers. I love keyboards. I have such a love for keyboards. That's pretty much any band I love has some sort of organ or keyboard in it. That's why I'm a huge Zombies fan. I've seen the Zombies do the entire Odyssey and Oracle album. Yeah, I love that. They played in South Milwaukee, which isn't too terribly far. And yeah, I mean, it's still a bit of a drive, but it's not like driving to Chicago or something. But yeah, the Zombies, oh, I love them. And they have the keyboard. And then, of course, the Argent era, which is still more. But that's more prog than hard prog rock, maybe. And then, of course, you get into bands like UFO once you're into that genre. But any band-themed drinks. I know Iron Maiden has their own alcohol drink. I have not. I actually haven't. What needs is a fandom menace con, or we can all meet up and have fun. Isn't that what they're kind of doing with Star Wars con? They're kind of just doing a fandom menace con. That is something we need to do. That would be great. Deep Purple, a great keyboard. Oh man, John Lord and Deep Purple, absolutely. I kind of prefer Deep Purple to a lot of heavy metal out there. Well, Deep Purple from like, God, Mach 2, even up till the Coverdale era. I still like some of the Coverdale era. Just because I'm such a huge, like, I love the keyboard stuff and I love Richie Blackmore. Richie Blackmore, I kind of prefer to Jimmy Page. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. A, he's sexier. B, he knows his shit. He does, like, Renaissance music now. He's kind of a music geek. He's kind of a nerd. I absolutely love that. And yeah, he's Richie Blackmore. Holy crap. John Lord is incredible. Huge fan of Purple as a teenager. Yeah, they didn't get enough love over here. Not nearly. I can go back and like really listen to some Deep Purple. Space Truckin'. I still love Child in Time. I love doing that. Maybe I'll do that for Patreon. Maybe I'll do like a karaoke song for Patreon. I can't sing anything here. I was thinking like for 10,000 subs I'll do like a drunk singing stream or something where I completely delete it afterwards. Because it'll probably never happen to get to 10,000. Adam survived. I like all metal. I like most metal. I like most metal. There's some bands I can live without, but... You a fan of James Bond? I've seen a few of the early ones. I haven't really gotten a chance to watch a lot of them. There's nothing I disliked about James Bond. I really liked, what were the ones? I think I saw, like, Dr. No and Octopussy and Goldfinger. I think I saw those as a kid when I was probably 12. I really liked them. Blackmore isn't a thief either. He has that over Page. I know. Well, so I'm assuming you're talking about Jimmy Page stealing. What was it? Was it Dazed and Confused was one of them, and then he stole a lot of Spirits. What was Spirit's song that was very similar to Stairway to Heaven? Yeah, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Now I can't think of the guy who originally did Dazed and Confused. Also, Communication Breakdown was a cover. Also, yeah, there's a lot of songs that were kind of covers in the early days of Zeppelin that weren't really listed as covers, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm being sidetracked into a discussion on cat farts. Oh no! I'm such a musicologist. I try. Music is kind of... I know more about music than Star Wars, for sure. Absolutely. I probably know more about music than Star Trek in some instances. Try out Eldamar or Caledon Brood. Eldamar is instrumental, however. There's nothing really wrong with instrumentals. I prefer a really strong vocalist, for sure. It was an homage, not stealing. It was okay. It was an homage, not stealing. Well, I don't want to be too hard on Jimmy Page. He is a legend, and I do love Jimmy Page still. I mean, God, when I was like 12, I was gonna get a violin bow for my guitar because Jimmy Page. I don't know. Love Led Zeppelin. Oddly enough, Led Zeppelin 3 album, mainly acoustic, is one of my favorite albums. There's nothing wrong with Led Zeppelin 3. There's really nothing wrong with a lot of those early Zeppelin albums. some of the stuff I really like, though, from Zeppelin is, like, No Quarter. That's one of my favorite Zeppelin songs. Just because I don't hear it so much. I think a lot of the time Zeppelin's a little overplayed for me. Is that stealing until the trial? I know. Crack did a video on rip-off music, and Zeppelin figured heavily. Don't fear the Reaper. Blue Oyster Cult wasn't bad. There's nothing wrong with Blue Oyster Cult. I didn't mind them. He's a legend, but come on, Jimmy, just admit it. Your music still rocks, and most of it, music is stealing. I think a lot of music is kind of inspired by things. I mean, how many Hole songs sound like Nirvana songs, just played slightly different, to be honest. Cowbell. Fans steal it too. Fans do. Tool played No Quarter at a concert here. I need to see Tool live. There's nothing I don't like about Tool. And they're one of those bands I didn't really listen to a lot in the 90s, but after hearing them more in like 2009, I really started listening to them more. I think I'm getting sleepy and starving, so I should probably wrap up the stream pretty soon here. Brad Noble says, I've seen Jethro Tull and Blue Oyster Cult way too many times. I ended up seeing a lot of the older bands at Summerfest. I didn't get to go to Summerfest this year, but last year, I saw Tesla, and it was a thunderstorm. It was just torrential downpour, horrible downpour. I did end up seeing, it was bad. Like, they pulled the opening act off stage, and they shut everything down. And they turned off all of the electronics and everything. And everybody just kind of bundled up, sitting there in the rain. God, go Nosh, take a nap. Well, I think it's just my voice kind of gets tired from. I have to speak up so you guys can hear me. You kind of go into radio voice mode, so I'm not mumbling, and so I'm not like talking super quiet. And yeah, it's kind of hard on your body to project so much. But I want you guys to be able to hear me when I talk. So. It's the 90s, best era for experimental music. Absolutely. Do you guys listen to The Residents at all? I kind of throw them in one of my favorite experimental bands for sure. Didn't the Headbangers documentary already say the Black Sabbath already did everything, and everything is a variation of it? Well, yes and no. Black Sabbath did so much for music, and they're definitely a good template for a lot of heavy metal, for sure. That happened with me at Iron Maiden in '89. I still need to see Maiden. Give me some Megadeth. Give me Alchemy. Give me Sorcery. Give me Wizardry. Yeah. Oh, Megadeth is good too. Megadeth is good. Are we quoting I'm Master of Five Magics? It's been so long since I heard that. I had Rest in Peace when it came out. I bought it when it came out. I want the new Muse album and Tool. I haven't listened to Muse. Next needs Spin Doctor's tattoo laser removal. Oh, wow. Spin Doctor's tattoo. Who's next? Do I matter? Leather Apron says, I'm so sorry. Have I not seen you? And I haven't seen hardly anything you said in chat. I'm so sorry. Are you brand new talking? And hello. And hello. I'm so sorry. Noble says, on Wisconsin. I love Maiden's Final Frontier album. Took only a few listens to really get what they were doing. I'm feeling me some Ronnie James Dio coming on. Oh, Dio's good. Yes, I love you. It's okay. All right. I saw Dio. I didn't see Dio either. I never got to see Dio. Never got to see Motorhead. There's so many bands. I was so young when I was really, really listening to a lot of the metal. My favorite game. Oh, favorite video game. Favorite AAA game is Red Dead Redemption. My favorite indie game is Terraria. Yeah, rip Dio, rip Lemmy, rip Peter Steele. God, we lost a lot. Never saw Motorhead. I never got to see Motorhead. Iron Maiden Somewhere in Time album. I like that. I like the Somewhere in Time album. I really love the first two. I gotta stick with Diano. I gotta stick with the first two Iron Maiden albums. I love the first two Maiden albums. They're so good. They're amazing. Oh, God. I don't want to talk to you guys for 3 hours. I'm so sorry. I'm, like, taking up your whole day. I know other streamers are gonna probably pop on. I don't want to, like... Also, next... Oh, yeah. Meet NX. NEX. Oh, thank you for being a brand new patron. Next. Hopefully, I'm not missing any patrons. who just signed up. So thank you guys so much for being awesome brand new patrons. I do have the Patreon. I'm going to do probably this week I will post some sort of Discord thing for like the Discord hangout where you guys can just get on voice with me. I don't know if we want to do it streaming or not. What do you guys think? Because I put that on it's okay, we can listen to you all day. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. You guys are so sweet. But I do want to wrap up like right at the top of the hour here. That's cool. I never catch your stream, so this is fun. I know I need to start doing more in the evening for you guys. I want to schedule around everybody else. So I need to look and see when Nerdrotic streams so I can pop in on like an evening stream sometime. Because I know most of the time I'm on Midnight's Edge for their evening stuff, so I don't want to be streaming and then they're like, "But we have this thing. We have a regular thing." Because, I mean, it's such an amazing opportunity to be on there, and I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate everything Doomcock has done, and Nerdrotic, and Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. You know, love the death out of the community here. I love you guys so much. You're good for us, you K-sters. I know. I try to cater to my Brits. You know, I'm an Anglophile at heart, so I try and at least give you guys afternoon streams. But I want to cater to the evening people, too. People who work, people in America, people from other time zones. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It has been fun. Blue's Clues, I've never watched Blue's Clues. I was like 20 when that came on. I remember it. It's cool as insomnia means I'm awake until 8 a.m. most of the time. I've been up till 4 a.m. mostly this week. WC and EVS always stream at the same time. I know they do. I try not to. Well, I know a lot of people just go from one to the other. They stream hump, but yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It has been really, really fun. I have talked your ear off. We didn't even have hardly any like topics, but we did decide that The Life of Brian is the best Monty Python movie, and that the best Mel Brooks movie is Blazing Saddles. So we got a couple of things accomplished today, and hopefully you guys like the poll stuff. So if I make it back to the UK, I'm never leaving. Robert April says, yeah, I would love to stay too, but survived. Thanks for the stream. Oh, thank you, insomniac like me. I am an insomniac, absolutely. Love the poll stuff. I'll try and remember. Remind me if I start streaming and I don't have the bot up. Remind me to put the bot up. I should put it on a sticky note. Turn your bot on. Stream hump guilty. I just got here. Oh, I'm so sorry. We were going about 3 hours. So, but thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really, really, really appreciate it. I'm sorry if you just got here. You can probably scroll back and watch until somebody else is Odin streaming later. I don't know if Odin's streaming. I don't know if Doomcock's gonna stream. I haven't really heard any one way or another from anybody about who's streaming. Odin's movie blog. Okay, Odin just released a video, so if you guys want to check out his video, and I know Nerdrotic streams all the time, and I know there's so many good things. I know there's somebody's probably going to stream tonight, so. And tomorrow, Babylon 5 watch party. I'm gonna try and do 4 more episodes, so you guys can watch along. On Babylon 5, we're still on season 1. It will be probably afternoon, unless maybe the evening. I don't know. We might switch it up and do evenings. Who knows? But yeah, on later tonight. Okay, Nerdrotic's on later tonight. Awesome. Go check out Nerdrotic tonight. And I will see you guys have come back to support the channel. Well, thank you, Terminator. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. And I will see you guys on the next live stream. Bye!